On this episode of Project Big Screen, we have the next 10 movies in our top 50 movies of the century, 2000 through 2025. A run-through of CinemaCon. Every movie you've ever imagined or thought about coming out over the next 2 or 3 years was talked about, from Avengers to another Top Gun movie. So we're going to discuss all the announcements that were made, and then reviewing 2 movies, Lee Cronin's The Mummy and Balls Up. All that and more coming up on Project Big Screen. Project Big Screen, episode 29, April 19th. Jeff D. Kirk, Kenjac, Klemmer, Gooch. Big episode. Huge week in the movie world. CinemaCon, which feels like CinemaCon was bigger than it's ever been this year. Am I crazy for thinking? I feel like they leveled up this year.
It got a lot more attention. I don't know if it's more stars there or just more stuff. I think there were more big.
I guess it's a big year for movies, right? Too. That probably helps, right?
Spielberg and Nolan and
it's way more press friendly.
Yeah,
that's for sure. This is.
So we're going to talk about CinemaCon. We're not going to try to spend too much on it, but we're going to run through almost everything they talked about. We'll do kind of a rapid fire, and if we have one that we really want to talk about, there's one that I think sticks out more than others. A sequel announced that I think is kind of fascinating, and we also have the next step in our top 50 movies of the century. 2000 through 2025, we have movies ranked 30 through 21. We're starting to get more crossover, too, with 4+ people having movies on a list. We're getting closer to our top 20, where things get very serious. I've enjoyed this one so far, but this next crop's a good crop. So we got 30 through 21 coming up. And then never great when the first 2 movies you're going to review are being buried at the end here in our little intro. But we got Balls Up, the new Mark Wahlberg World Cup movie, which I will say I'm actually very excited to talk about it. And then Lee Cronin's The Mummy, one of the stranger releases we've had in 2026. And let's start out with Lee Cronin's The Mummy. The young daughter of a journalist disappears into the desert without a trace. 8 years later, the broken family is shocked when she is returned to them. As what should be a joyful reunion turns into a living nightmare. Directed by Lee Cronin, who's in the title, Lee Cronin's The Mummy. He did Evil Dead Rise, which, good movie, I thought.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, Evil Dead Rise was kind of surprised.
I like his other one, too. What was the first one? It was a small, what the hell was the name of it?
He did...
Shit. It's like a small horror movie? Fuck, I forget. He's pretty
good.
He did
The Hole in the Ground in 2019.
Yeah. He's 3 for 3. Yeah. Guys made 3 great films.
And now he's made this, which Brendan Fraser is not in. That's not us making a joke. Blumhouse has tweeted that for 3 straight weeks. Brendan Fraser's not in Lee Cronin's The Mummy. It's a reimagining of the Mummy franchise. Obviously, there's the Brendan Fraser movies. There's the very old movies as well, the Universal Monster movies. And then there's the Tom Cruise movie, which was a disaster from the start. So this is a reimagining of that. Jack Rayner, Leah Costa, May Calloway. Probably butchered that name. 13 million domestic box office. Didn't do as I thought. I thought it was going to make like $2 million max. So I feel like that's okay for what I don't know. I expect
it's kind of a franchise still, sort of.
Yeah. Even if you put his name in front of it. 45-76% split Rotten Tomatoes. IMDb 6.5. Metacritic 46. Letterboxd 29. Kirk started out. Lee Cronin.
I'm going first on this. Well,
The Mummy.
If you count, I hate doing this, but if you count going to AMC like I did, slogging through everything, the preview, everything in this movie, that's like a 3-hour investment for this. This movie is 2 hours and 14 minutes. I don't want to be that guy. Well, maybe I do. I am, so who cares? How is this movie 2 hours and 4? Am I right? Is it 2 hours and 14 minutes?
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
Longer. It might be 2:13. You might be giving it an extra minute. Okay.
Well, I'm an even number guy.
True.
It might be the most trimmable movie. This movie could be 40 minutes and I'd be fine with it. It wants to be The Exorcist. It wants to be The Mummy. It wants to be super gory, but it's so overly gory that it's not even gory. I don't. The Mummy franchise, I should start. I don't think it's very good anyway. I'm older, so I think it's generationally obviously a thing. I didn't really like. I actually thought the second one was better than the first one. The second one's the one with The Rock's in it, right, for the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one better. He did his own, right? The Rock?
Scorpion King, yes.
Scorpion King,
did that.
Okay. And then the Cruise one, and then, But then there was another one with them, right?
There's the Mummy 3, the Dragon Tomb, or Dragon Emperor, I think.
Right. So, yeah, this is, like I said, I think this guy's a good director. I like The Evil Dead. That was last year or 24, maybe, I forget.
Years ago, right?
I really liked it. I thought that was a fun movie. This just did not work at all. I don't know what's going on. I don't really know about the performances. Like I said, I think it's trying. Obviously, The Exorcist is, I think, a huge influence in it, and it just does not feel like The Exorcist to me at all. I don't care about The Mummy. I don't care about Lee Cronin that much. So I don't know. I'll give it a 30.
Oh.
Is that too low?
I think so.
Honestly, higher than I was expecting you were going to give it.
Oh, well, so there you go.
The way you were
yeah,
talking.
I mean, I didn't like. It was. I mean, does anybody think it wasn't too long?
Oh, it was way too long.
Anybody in the world? Like does Lee Cronin?
Does Lee Cronin?
Does Lee Cronin get his name on? And now he gets final cut. Like,
oh yeah.
Did I miss a movie in Lee Cronin's filmography that this is happening? Like, what the fuck happened?
I'm a good barometer on that because I'm someone who I hate having length be a negative. I love long. This is a negative. It's a negative for this. Like this is too long. Klemmer, you have
30 minutes out of this movie, easy. Klemmer loved it, so I don't know.
No, I did not. Love it.
Klemmer, you had surprise reactions, so I'll let you go next.
It seemed especially go. I don't like this movie either. Right? This is It's a movie that has weird tonal shifts. Like Kirk said, it's definitely more Exorcist than The Mummy. Like, this
definitely.
is just a possessed teenage girl.
It is very funny that they go so far out of their way to differentiate that this is someone else's version of the franchise when this just feels like a ripoff of a different franchise.
Yeah,
right. I mean,
it really feels like a ripoff of The Exorcist, which is that's not getting anything away. It's just like that's what it feels like.
Is that Ellen Burstyn one 2 years ago? Last year, remember that?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I think I don't know if it was. I didn't see it last year.
Go ahead. Well, no, obviously, then it wasn't last year.
Well, it depends how many screens it was in. So with this movie, it wants you to care about this family, and I did. I was like, oh, all right, this is sad, horrible what's happening to these people. But then it'll like make jokes, like horrible things then will happen to this family that the first hour you're told to care about, and then it's played for laughs. It's like, well, you can't do that, Lee Cronin. You can't have me care and then make it all a big joke. This is all over the place. There's no one to be a comedy, a horror, or a drama. It did though. It looks good. Like you can tell Lee Cronin is like a good director. Like there are times when it looks good, but then his tone shifts were just so jarring. But like there is something there. You can tell he's not like a hack. That's why at 30 surprised me. This isn't like a horrible movie. I didn't think. So I'm at like a 54 with this. Like this is not good. I don't recommend this. But like it's not like awful.
Okay. Yeah,
it sounds like an awful movie. You just give a movie an awful review.
Yeah, I mean, that's
not
nothing
good to say.
exactly
It looks good.
I did care about the family though, and and I thought the performances actually were pretty good. I didn't recognize anyone in this movie. They were all unknowns to me.
Yeah, it's not
Jack Grainer. Jack Grainer is one of my favorite roles in the last 15, 20 years. He's the creep in the He's the horny creep in the Transformers franchise.
Oh fuck!
Right.
He's the guy with the card.
He defends. He's
got the card.
He pulls out the Romeo and Juliet law why he can date someone underage. It's like it's like Michael Bay's like Mona Lisa of creepiest thing you've ever seen. But yeah, that's what Jack. He's also in, by the way.
He had that card.
Midsummer.
He's in Midsummer too, which I'll give. Okay. He's So.
Oh right, yes, yeah.
He's in a Powerball who's coming up, and it's very funny.
As great as Midsummer is, I'll never not think about that really creepy moment in a Michael Bay movie. Yeah, I mean, I gave it a 41 out of 100. I think it's not good. I'll give Lee Cronin credit. I'm not surprised because I liked Evil Dead Rise. I think he has a good visual eye. Like I think he had, but the story, it's just, I think the story is like almost too ridiculous. And it's not that I'm not like trying to like, suspend. I'm not avoiding suspending disbelief. It's the Mummy, but there's like kind of like a ridiculousness to the story that doesn't work for me. Like I don't buy into any of it. Like it's in the trailer, so this isn't giving anything away. But even it's like the way they like go about finding their daughter, and I'm like, how, like, do you not like something's wrong here? Like, do you not realize that? Like they do, but it's like it's kind of a weird like way they go about like getting into everything. Right. I'm like, I don't really buy into any of this shit right now. Like,
I bet this next movie would be good. That wouldn't surprise me.
I wouldn't be surprised because Evil Dead Rise was really solid, but this is stupid. Story doesn't work for me at all. I lose interest in kind of everyone involved. And the more you go on, you kind of need to buy into caring about everyone, or you really lose interest, to what Klemmer said. If you don't care about anyone in the movie and the story, I think this ends up just being really stupid. And that's kind of where I'm at. We can get more into it in a second when we spoil things. But, yeah, 41 for me. Kenjac.
Yeah, it's 40 overall for me. I think it would be 50 if it wasn't Lee Cronin's The Mummy. I think that is a humongous roadblock to me.
10 points off.
I actually don't hate. Yeah, I don't hate the idea of modernizing the plot of The Mummy, right? Because it's familiar. We've seen it a million times. Like, you got to do that. But I don't think you should modernize it by turning it into something else that we already know. I think there's no point in doing that. You're doing what you're trying to escape, which you guys mentioned. The fact talking about comparing it to The Exorcist. It's just the kid stuff is scary. Like, the effects were good, like you guys are saying too. Like the visual acumen he has for horror is very good. Like, he is very, very talented at physically putting it to screen what he's thinking about. But I think what he was thinking about here just wasn't very interesting. And I think it needed something to make it special. And I don't think there's anything in this movie that was particularly special. And I would agree with you guys too. It just you tell me it's 2 hours 14 minutes long. It felt like 3 hours. It felt so goddamn long. Pacing was all over the place. Really, not a fan of Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Still a fan of Lee Cronin. Hopefully, the next movie, I think you drop the name off the title though. I think the lesson is learned here. No, I need this like every single movie going forward.
He just does. I do need
no
every
reason.
Lee Cronin.
I'm proud to say so. I'm still, obviously I'm old. I wasn't sure last night when I was in the go, so I went later and I walked up. And when I bought the ticket to AMC, I said the full fucking title to the guy. Yeah, I'm not. I wanted to say those words out loud. The guy didn't care. He just gave me the ticket, but it felt like a good moment for me as I went in by myself to go see Lee Cronin's The Mummy on a Saturday night.
Gooch,
I'm also at a 40, echoing a lot of the same thoughts.
This was
zoom through here, but
I
thought the horror was good.
Not you either. You're in the 30s.
I do disagree with you, Klemmer. I thought this movie was funny as fuck at points. Like, very fucking funny. When that little girl looks at the teacher and calls her a rat-faced cunt, like, that got me. Like, there's also moments where it's not supposed to be funny, and it ends up being funny just because, like, by the third act, I don't know how your all's theaters were reacting, but by the third act, like Jeff was saying, like, you know something's wrong with your child. You know something, and they are just head in the sand, like, acting like everything is normal. And my theater was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, people started like laughing openly at like, are you not going to do something here?
Yeah.
Are you not going to send her away? Call someone, do something. So it was funny in that respect. The drama stuff I thought was terrible. He has like a lot of, and I guess this is why he worked really well in the Evil Dead franchise, a very Sam Raimi sensibility to him where the horror and the comedy works really well. Adding in this drama element, I think also piled on like 40 minutes of runtime. None of that worked. So 40 out of 100, I actually think there's probably a good movie in here. This wasn't it, but Lee Cronin, you have my attention still.
It's an interesting take on the idea of the mummy. Like, I don't have any faults with that. Like, I don't mind that. And it is like his own, but it's also this weird mix of being so similar to The Exorcist. Then it sort of dives more into like the mummy side of things. I guess I don't mind that blend. I just don't think it works. So we're going to spoil it here. Not that there's like a ton to spoil. It's a mummy movie that like has inspiration from The Exorcist. So if you don't want it spoiled, I'd stop listening. That is my big thing though, and I don't know if that bothered anyone else, but it just like I could not get past the fact that they were so willing to accept this creature back into their life. Like, clear, like they're almost like something's off here with her. What's
right.
What's going on with her? It's like
what with this goblin living in my home?
Yeah, it's a level of like preposterous that just like kind of ruins it for me. It's like what the fuck are they? What do they see? Like, are we seeing something different than them? So that bothered me. And then later on, this is kind of more to Klemmer's main issue. There's obviously like a sacrifice from the Jack Rayner character, right? Charlie. And that plays to like an emotional beat that is just not there. Like I don't care. And that's like kind of the big point of the movie. Like that's the the climax, right? Like that's the emotional hit, and it just does not land for me. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this guy at all.
Yeah, the audience I was at did not. Nobody cared. No, people were just like, end this, please.
Decent attempt, like him like tapping, inside whatever in the coffin, whatever. Like it never. The emotional beat of this like sacrifice of character just doesn't land for me. And then, if it doesn't land for you, guess what? The movie keeps on going, brother.
Yeah.
it just keeps on going, and it kind of brings the character back, and like I guess sets up almost like if they'd ever do a sequel, right? Like as if we need more. So yeah, those two things, it just didn't work. Like this isn't like a complicated one where it's like, man, I wish they would have. Like, no, it just didn't work. Like I don't know, like it's a swing and a miss.
The grandmother character was like a very nice like this. That's the thing, is like this family was nice, and the grandmother gets this horrible death, and we're supposed to like I think at times laugh about it, especially during like the funeral scene. And like I don't think it was funny. I'm like, I feel bad for this nice lady.
See, I thought that was very funny.
Yeah,
Like she fell out of the window. She hit the floor. Dentures flew out. Then got chucked out the window onto a car. Fell off the car and then got eaten by wolves.
But it's like two movies though. Like that works in a different movie, I think.
Yeah, that works good in an Evil Dead movie.
Yeah, in a Raimi movie. Your point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It wants to be mean, like that mean-spirited movie, and then also have like a really gooey center of like family. Like I would do anything for my kids, and it's just like, well.
The interesting thing is he accepted this. James Wan pitched, because he's a producer on this, pitched Cronin to do a mummy movie, and Cronin said he wanted to make it like a really scary mummy movie, which is fine, and I get that, but like it's almost like he didn't go full out on that. Like he didn't really go for that completely. Like he tried to make this have like the family elements, like more of like a dramatic side, and like more heart to it or something, and where it's like, I don't know, like pure straight horror would have been more interesting to me.
I mean, is this? I'm confused. I was trying to read about. Is this a direct? Like, is this part of the? If I go to the Wikipedia page for the Mummy, like the phrase, is this part of the franchise?
No connection
really
whatsoever.
None. Okay. All right. Okay. I was gonna say the Mummy Returns. I was looking at it. In 2026, money made about $900 million worldwide. Huge franchise, and I mean, this movie's gonna make like $30 million maybe in America. It's just like bizarre. It's weird it happened. I don't know.
Yes, this was a stinker. Give it a try. There's some horror elements that some people might like. If you want me to give you
you don't have to give it a try. It's okay. You don't want to. It's fucking. I don't know. It's too long.
I would say
it's crazy. It's that long. It's crazy.
I don't.
How else are you going to get all these split
if you have to
diopters
pick
in?
between watching Balls Up on Amazon or going to see this? I would say see this.
I don't know. It's
tough call.
That might have affected my score on this one, honestly. That might be why I give this a 54.
Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Not great. We all 54 from Klemmer, 30 from Gooch, from Kirk, and then myself, Kenjac, and Gooch just rip it into the 40s. This is a not a great experience. So that is Lee Cronin's The Mummy. I wish they were showing The Mummy in your theater at the same time, so you had to differentiate which one you wanted to see. You're like, sir, you're gonna have to be more specific.
I thought you wanted Mick Cronin's The Mummy.
Yeah. Balls Up. Time to
Peter
review
Farrelly's
Balls Up. People are saying, yeah. People are like, man, give me a World Cup movie. Well, you got it, folks. This is the World Cup movie you've been clamoring for. Two marketing executives go balls out. I did not write this. Go balls out and pitch a bold, full coverage condom sponsorship with the World Cup. That is the most cringe eye roll thing I've ever read on this show or any version of our movie podcast. After their drunken celebration in Brazil sparks a global scandal, they must outrun furious fans, criminals, and power-hungry officials to salvage their careers and make it home alive. An hour and 44 minutes long. Directed by Peter Farrelly, who Oscar winner, Green Book, Dumb and Dumber, Something About Mary, Shallow Hal, Fever Pitch, Heartbreak Kid, Three Stooges, Me, Myself, and Irene. Doing the Rocky movie coming up, right?
Stallone
I Play
movie,
Rocky.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg, Paul Walter Hauser, friend of the show, been an interview on here. Not gonna, but that's kind of ends there. Sacha Baron Cohen, Benjamin Bratt, Amazon Prime Video release, 28-26% split Rotten Tomatoes, 4.6 IMDb, 34 Metacritic, 2.2 Letterboxd. That is low across the board. I give it a 7 out of 100. This is one of the biggest pieces of shit I've watched in a while, especially from like a reputable person. This is fucking dreadful. Like dreadful. Honestly, might end up being lower by the end of the year. It's one of those things where it's like early in the year, I don't want to like rip a 0 right out of the gates. And this didn't give me full on Pop-Tart movie vibes, which made me like have like a physical reaction. But this is close. This was like the opening scene in this movie is brutal to get through. Like just I didn't laugh at all. And it's pretty easy to make me laugh. Just cringe, corny, lame, like out of a different time period. It felt like written like 15 years ago, maybe. This was fucking brutal. What the hell is Mark Wahlberg doing? Good God. Good Lord. 7 out of 100.
Exactly.
This thing fucking sucks.
That's exactly what Mark Wahlberg is doing. He's praising the Lord.
Praising the good Lord.
Prayed up.
Prayed
Prayed
up.
up.
I didn't
every
wear
day.
my Municipal, his streetwear brand. I know Kenjac, you rocking some Municipal too. I don't have it on me today, but this is like it made me this made me angry. Like I hated watching this. But I'm kind of excited to talk more about it and Mark Wahlberg because I think this is like a does anyone care? Right? I don't know. Kenjac, what'd you give it? Then Kirk.
Yeah, I'm at a 20 out of 100 on this one. I think you get glimpses from both Wahlberg and Paul Walter Hauser for like what they're capable of in the comedy space. Because like Wahlberg, we know can be funny. Like you could just go to the other guys. It's like one of our favorite comedies from the last 20-ish years. He could do it. We've seen him do it. And Paul Walter Hauser's super funny. He's been in a million funny things that we've enjoyed. But like I think that what they're capable of is buried by these really bad, outdated jokes. And I'm glad you mentioned it, Jeff. It really does feel like it was written like 10, 15 years ago or something like that, with the way some of the punchlines are delivered. It's just bumpy. I think something will be working, like a joke will be working or like a bit will be working, and then all of a sudden you'll hit like a major roadblock, one of which being, actually the biggest being Sacha Baron Cohen. I don't know. I can spend 20 minutes going into that fucking character. I don't know what they were thinking with that. And I think what is maybe the biggest or most disparaging remark I can give it is that it is below the Mendoza line for streaming comedies, which is already so low. That is such a low bar to clear, and it is below that. So frustrated by Balls Out. Like individually most of these cast members, but whatever, putting this together, it just didn't really work. I would say the best part about it is the ending third, roughly, when like the Eric Andre characters come into play. Like that random crew, I think, kind of worked for a little bit, but that was basically it for me. So, but 20 out of 100.
The Sacha Baron Cohen stuff reminded me. There's a behind the scenes, or there's an interview with Paul Feig after he did the Ghostbusters movie, the all female Ghostbusters, where he's like, I just let him cook. I just let him go. I didn't tell him cut or anything. Like that's like maybe tell him cut. Maybe say. Cut. Next, we're good on this. Maybe less is more. Yeah, that was tough.
Another
Kirk, what'd you give it?
Well, that opening scene we were talking about yesterday, like I paused it, and I think I was 3 minutes and 8 seconds into the movie, and I was like, "Holy fuck!" Like we're going for a ride here. It is like, almost like it was made in 1996, and just like frozen, and then just sent here. But like no one's as funny as they were in 1990s. Like I like the Farrelly brothers. I love some of them, Mary, obviously, and a bunch of their stuff. I mean, there's nothing funny in this movie, really at all. Mark Wahlberg. I don't know how old Mark Wahlberg. There's a scene where they get fired. They do the pitch and whatever. Molly Shannon fires them, and then the next shot is them like in the middle of a garage, and they're staring at each other. But like the shot is like they've been standing at, like they walked down and walked into the garage and then face off and then they're like looking at each other. Then they start the conversation. I'm like, didn't they talk when they were walking down the stage? Everything just feels like it was like they were like, fuck it. Like, let's just, everything's so half-assed. Wahlberg, I don't know if that's a toupee. I don't know if that's dyed hair. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'm like, this guy was working with Scorsese. He was working with David O. Russell. Like I said, then he got caught in Peter Bergsville and we lost him forever. You guys like Richard Jewell guy? To me, everything for him is like, I feel like everything's a sketch when he's in the movie. He's never felt authentic to me ever. I'm just not a fan. So like, it didn't, like, nothing in this movie worked for me at all. Benjamin Bratt was trying. He was, that scene
that was sad.
It was
sad.
fun.
You're like, he's giving this
sad.
effort.
I'm like, this guy's dating Julia Roberts. He was that scene where he goes down the thing, whatever the what's when he's all coked out and he goes down
on the vine thing.
Yeah, and that's like a classic 19. Even though he's trying to put the condom on at the beginning scene, that's like a Farrelly Brothers gag that wouldn't have made one of their better movies. Like, it wouldn't have made the cut. It just feels like everything's half-assed. Sacha, to me, Wahlberg is interesting because he's fucked up his career, but like Sacha Baron Cohen to me is almost the real story. Like, what happened to this person? I think people want to work.
He got a divorce.
Yeah,
he had a divorce last year.
I think people want to work, like guys that age. He's probably about my age. Like, probably wanted to work with the Farrelly Brothers. Probably loves their earlier stuff. So he's like, I'll go fuck around for 3 days with them. Wahlberg, I don't understand. Other than if you make a shitty Amazon movie, it doesn't really matter as opposed to making like a shitty movie in the theater. Nobody's gonna remember this movie. It's like it didn't happen. I'm gonna break protocol here. I'm gonna give this a -4. I'm gonna go minus on this one because it was so destructive to everything. It was so grossed out. They didn't even try. Like they didn't even, no effort whatsoever was given to make it. Sounds like shit, looks like shit, the jokes are shit, the performances are shit. Like, there's a scene where they go into the jail for the first time and then the woman lawyer comes in, then she leaves. There's no purpose to that exact scene, and they walk into the next scene and the fucking guy's like, yeah, you can get out of here if you want. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, what? I feel like they did the thing where it's like, I've done this because, I've had producers do this where they've like sent me scripts and like every other page is not sent. I feel like there's like 30 pages missing or something. I don't know what happened. I think a Seinfeld movie is like Blazing Saddles compared to this. Like I don't even like -4. I'm gonna give it a -4.
You didn't like the dialysis bit? That had me.
Or the blowjob bit, or the fucking we always need a movie like this. Give me that karaoke scene. Oh, nothing makes me laugh harder than the karaoke. I don't. Wild.
That was the one where you're like, this is a joke from 2007. Like, this is, how unfunny is this? This is crazy. Okay, Gooch, what'd you give it?
15. Let's go. Come on. This movie fucking sucks. This movie is a piece of shit. I watched it the way it was supposed to be watched. I talked over it with my friends while I played in the background. I'm like, this doesn't deserve attention. It just doesn't. It's a piece of shit. Mark Wahlberg, I will say, the problem with him, he just has an ego. Like, he's trying to recapture the other guys kind of thing right here with this movie. But with the other guys, he was willing, like, when he's good, he's willing to be an idiot. And he's not willing to have any flaws anymore. Like, he's the guy from Sales who's good looking, can speak Spanish. There's nothing wrong with them except for maybe he works too hard, he makes too much money. Like, fuck off, Mark. Like, play a real person. The comedy doesn't work if you're going to be just this guy over and over again. So yeah, 15.
Yeah,
Molly Shannon made me laugh.
Bad.
I love seeing Molly Shannon.
Yeah, I'm at a 12. You guys keep saying how outdated the jokes are. I don't think that's right, because like those comedies in 2007 and the 90s were really funny. This is just bad. Like, this isn't outdated, it just sucks. Like, this wouldn't have been funny if this was released in 1996. This would be awful. This was released in 2007. It would be awful. Like, this movie just sucks. There's nothing good about it. And I'll say, I don't know if we should, like, for this show, like, why do we watch these streaming movies? Like, these streaming movies suck. They're not good. They're always ass.
It's fun to talk about bad movies. That's why we do
it. Is it, though?
I think it's interesting to look at, like, Farrelly and Wahlberg and Cohen at this point of their careers. Like, it's a weird... This one, I think, is a bad example because you have people who are... Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, Wahlberg was a gigantic... After The Fighter came out, he was like a gigantic star. And then he just shitted away. I don't know. I think Gooch is right. Like, part of it's ego. Like, he doesn't... I don't know what happened. He was able to...
The bubble he lives in is protected by another bubble. Like, it's just like, you know that there's... That he's got people... He's got, like, his team in a meeting. The people that film his TikToks of him being like, "I'm prayed up," and then him like showing off his municipal streetwear, where he's like pitching like a joke or a line, and they're just it's like the movie Pop Star, right? It's like the guy who watches Conor Friel shoot a basketball and it misses, but he cheers, or the confidence guy, right? Like that's what I feel like Wahlberg's surrounded by, because like this is insanity.
This is the first time though where I was like, sorry, Clem. This is the first time where I was watching Wahlberg. I was like, oh, he's like old now. Like he kind of looks like he's obviously still in great shape, but like he should be now graduating to a role. How old's Wahlberg? Like 50?
Got to be 54,
50. Like it's okay now. You don't have to be like the jacked like hardo guy who's like shitting on his fat. Like you can do something else. Go work with somebody. It's probably too late. Like who wants to? What performance is he going to give now at this point? Although he's fun in that Mel Gibson movie last year.
I do think he's good when he's the Flight Risk. I think he's good into. I'd agree with that. I do think he's good when he's playing now anyway, like dads. Like when he played Instant Family, like I think that's a great role for him to be taking. Stuff like that where he can play, like you were saying, Klemmer or where was that, or Jeff, like playing a real guy. Like that is, I think, the great sweet spot for him. No longer doing the hardcore action guy movies. Like that phase is gone, and no more doing like this kind of sophomore comedy stuff. I think that space is good. Dad movie.
He can be guy. Like with Will Ferrell, he can't be guy. You know what? You know, movie I'm going to blame. I'm going to blame Ted, because I think playing alongside a CGI bear gave him the false sense that he's the guy. Ted's the guy in Ted. Seth MacFarlane is the guy in Ted, not the Mark Wahlberg character. And I don't know if that like playing alongside a CGI bear made him think like, oh, I'm the guy in Ted. No, you're not Ted. That Ted is Ted. Like that's
but he's also to Gooch's. Oh, sorry. Gooch's point from earlier, though, like that's a good example of when he's not afraid to be an idiot, though. He's a moron
for sure.
in the Ted movie.
But again, not the guy in that, right? Like he is second fiddle.
Here, though. Like he tries to
kind of, but like not really. Like they don't go. I don't know. But you're right. Like it's
he's
not
good at
outdated.
everything in this
It's
movie.
just
dad.
Yeah, like they would have never made the Ferry Brothers would never touch this.
I guess to what you said, Clem, I don't disagree with you, Klemmer. This would have been a bad movie in 1996. But this feels like a bad movie from 1996, right? This doesn't feel like a bad movie that someone made in 2025. That's
I don't
so
know if
baffling
it is
to
a
me.
bad movie in 1996. Like I don't. This is like the streaming element where it's like back in 1996 we had direct to video, and maybe it would have been something like that. Because like this would not have been released in theaters in 1996.
These are direct.
This sucks.
The streaming, it's clearly getting to a point where like the real streaming movies are the ones that they throw in theaters for like a couple nights or like a weekend or two. And then there's a completely different section of these movies, which are just the made-for-TV movies of old. That's all they are. Direct to DVD, direct to Redbox. It's just got a new name.
Yeah.
It is interesting, though, because, I mean, the blurred line with these types of movies, though, is also that there are the straight-to-streaming, right? There's the Netflix ones, right? What are the kissing booth, like shit like that? That's clearly made for Netflix, only for Netflix. But this was made by Skydance Media. This is made by MGM, technically. Like it's an Amazon MGM movie, so it's like it almost feels even crazier because like this is more of a movie to me in terms of like what they're trying to produce here, rather than like again like the next Sophia Carson movie from Netflix, right? Which only exists because Netflix exists. Because like I do think this exists outside of streaming, which is like sad to say. Those are the ones that are like beyond crazy to me. You're like, how the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, how are we doing this? Like, Amazon's fucking name being attached, MGM's name being attached is just like fucking crazy.
They did. Was Amazon the one that made the Mark Wahlberg movie Infinity, or no? Or was that a different streamer? Was that NBC?
No,
with Halle Berry.
Paramount?
You remember which one I'm talking about? Was that Paramount?
God.
That one was so.
The fact that
bad.
these blend together is sad. Yeah, what was that?
There's Infinity. He did another one too that might have also been a streamer. Oh,
yes, that was
the Prime one.
That was Paramount. That was with.
What was the Prime one he did with?
That was the Antoine Fuqua movie.
The detective one.
Oh, the Spencer reboot.
No, the Spencer reboot also bad. There's the
That's
other
Peter
one he
Berg,
did
right?
last year with.
That's his team up with Berg.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
what was the
90
Lakeith
times.
Stanfield one from like last year?
Oh yeah,
Like,
what was that?
Oh, Play Dirty.
Oh,
that was
Play
Shane
Dirty,
Black.
Play Dirty.
That was more depressing
all
for
these
me.
movies are so bad.
terrible.
It's just like onslaught. It's horrible.
I guess my point though is like when hating on these types of things, I like to differentiate the fact that like it's different than the stuff that there's like the true to form. This was thought in a think tank by Netflix, by Paramount, but et cetera, et cetera. Like this was not like this is from like a reputable like it's from Peter like some reputable movie. It's like when people call The Irishman. It's not like The Irishman's not a streaming movie. It's a Martin Scorsese movie that was put on Netflix, right?
Right.
Like these are the ones that are like crazy to me because like this is an Oscar winner. It's the guy who's made iconic comedy movies and romantic comedies like that's where it's like I almost this is almost an offense to the movies that are made completely in you know by the it's like the joke from fucking South Park, right? The manatees with a Family Guy. It's like this is not made out of those labs. Like this is from a guy. It's a guy who's like, granted, it's a bullshit Oscar, but it's an Oscar nonetheless. Like that's crazy to me. Make another movie, like the Rocky movie.
With this being an Oscar winning director, maybe this is the exception. But like, I just feel like with movies like Normal or Lauren that also both came out this week, I think there might be a more interesting conversation to be had than like shitty, sloppy piece of garbage streaming movie.
I don't know. I thoroughly enjoy these last 10 minutes. This was like a very interesting breakdown. Or it's like, I mean, what are we gonna do? We're gonna talk about Lauren Michaels thing. I mean, it's fine, but it's like, what are you gonna say? Lauren Michaels, yeah, he made it. Like, I don't know.
God,
Was it one where Wahlberg was walking around because his son was dead or something? Wasn't there one? Really?
What? How are we we're just pulling Mark Wahlberg like
Joe Bell? Was that the name of it? No,
Joe
man.
Bell, I think you're right. Yeah.
This is
Or Father's Food, don't forget. That might have
what
been
are these Mark Wahlberg movies that
I mean,
like
The Happening is the worst Wahlberg movie. This isn't even the worst Wahlberg movie.
You guys remember Mile 22?
Like
which one, Gooch?
Mile 22 with Ronda
Mile
Rousey.
22.
Come on,
Ronda
baby.
Mile
Rousey.
22. Mile 22 has something very in common with this movie. Do you know what it is? Both were sponsors of Barstool Sports. This movie was a sponsor of a mini golf tournament that Kirk and I were not at. Or
And
Kenjac,
it's a
who won
terrific film. I mean, it's a really good movie. I don't mean to be, we're focusing
That's
on the bad
not why
stuff.
we're not
It's terrific.
shitting on it because we weren't at the mini golf tournament. Let me be very clear. I would have hated this either way. No sour grapes. I hate this either way.
Yeah. crazy, so bad. It's just sad. But Klemmer's right. These streaming comedies fucking suck. Jesus, just one decent one.
What's the other? What was the one from? What's the dog one? Kenjac with Mark Wahlberg.
Arthur the King.
Arthur the King. That's another
Arthur
one.
the
Yeah.
King.
Oh, what was the? There was one with a Springsteen song that opened up that came out last year, or the year before. He's like a union worker, but it's like a.
Oh
it's like,
yes, is that Joe Bell? Am I getting confused?
Is that it? No, I don't know if that's it. But it's like Mark Wahlberg and Halle Berry. But it's like, what if union
what we're
workers
saying. Yeah,
were
that
like
was
secret agents?
That's Infinite, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, that's a different. Oh, no, that's literally called The Union.
The Union. That's fuck.
And he had a hit. He had a little hit movie with Tom Holland like 4 or 5 years ago, and you're like, all right, he's kind of settled
Uncharted,
down. Uncharted.
Right?
Like, all right,
Which,
like he's
can't you
back.
just
You put
picture
him in
him
somebody.
sitting back in his chair with his municipal kicks on the table, being like, "Guys, what if union workers in Boston were like secret agents?" And they're like, "Yes,
Secret
Mark.
agents.
Yes, Mark." Oh my God.
That's so bad.
He was in a movie called Me Time with Kevin Hart. I don't even think I ever saw that. Oh my God.
I definitely never saw that.
What a career. Did it fall off the second he got that Oscar nomination? It looked like, I think it did.
It's
He's
definitely
nominated twice, right? So yeah, that was
the fighter
second
one?
Fighter and Departed, yeah.
Right. So after Fighter, I mean, it is like
Just
after
crazy
Fighter,
zombie
he
for
did.
Departed.
I'm going to read this off, then we'll move on. 2012 did Contraband and Ted. They did Broken City, Pain and Gain, Two Guns, and Lone Survivor. Lone Survivor was a hit.
I like Pain and Gain.
Then he did
that's
Transformers: Age of Extinction, which we've already talked about on this show, because that's the one. What's his face was in? Jack Rayner. The Gambler.
He tried.
Then he did Entourage. He was in Entourage, but that doesn't really count. Ted 2, Daddy's Home, which some people like. Deepwater Horizon, which is a very serious attempt, but again, Peter Berg. Patriots Day, Peter Berg.
Yep.
Transformers: The Last Night, Daddy's Home 2.
Great movie. I'll stand by that fucking movie all day long. I love that.
Okay. All the Money in the World, which was definitely hurt somewhat by the controversy. Okay, so I'll give him that.
He's not good in that.
Mile 22 and Instant Family.
Instant Family,
Instant
good.
Family, yeah.
Malcolm
Instant
is
Family,
bad.
pretty good.
Spencer Confidential.
Boo.
Joe Bell. He also voiced Blue Falcon in Scoob. Remember Scoob with exclamation point?
Right, COVID banger.
Then he did Infinite. That was I think Paramount's first streaming movie. That was like their debut. Uncharted. Who can forget Father Stew?
Father Stew.
Yeah, The Family Plan in 2023. Arthur the King in the Union in 2024.
Yeah,
and
we
then
kind of
last year he
lost
did
him
Flight
around the
Risk.
pandemic, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
He did
Flight Risk, Play Dirty, and The Family Plan 2.
He was good in Flight Risk.
I like
was.
Flight Risk. I like for what it was stupid, but it
fun
was what it
trash.
was. Like I had fun with it.
Y'all need
He
a
is
pilot.
in one more movie this year called By Any Means. A notorious mafia hitman and young black FBI agent team up to investigate the murders of a civil rights leader in Mississippi 1966. Him and Yaha Abdul Mateen.
Oh boy.
I think he's.
Oh,
I think
boy.
he's doing a. He had like a war movie, right? He's got a war movie, like a Vietnam War movie. Just look it up. Mark Wahlberg, Vietnamese. I'm sure you'll find it.
Let me Google. Yeah, let me Google.
All right, that's
Stop.
balls
Let's stop
up.
9/11 all by himself.
I'm hitting it with that.
See, like, that's like so
time,
far
do
down
not
the list
watch.
of things in the Mark Wahlberg lexicon. Yeah, he could have stopped 9/11. Damn.
Oh my God!
When he
Balls
left that
up.
page,
Holy
didn't he
fuck.
leave the Patriots 28-3 comeback too? Was that him?
What's that?
Yeah, he left. He left that
Didn't-
game early.
He left. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah. Balls up on Amazon. If you want to watch it, but don't.
This episode of Project Big Screen is brought to you by BlueChew. The future of erectile function is here. BlueChew Gold is changing the way millions of men are having sex in 2026. The new arousal-boosting formula combines passion and performance into one tablet that dissolves under your tongue for super fast onset. No more waiting for a pill to kick in. No more moments ruined by performance anxiety, just the results you want when you want them. Most ED meds only focus on blood flow, but BlueChew Gold goes further by combining 2 ingredients for blood flow with 2 for mental arousal and connection. So you're not just physically ready, you are actually in the mood. This type of innovation is why BlueChew Gold is the #1 brand in erectile function. The process is simple and all online. Get started today at BlueChew.com and go for gold. Turbocharge your love life and make it easy to get hard. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Right now, when you buy 2 months of BlueChew Gold, you get the 3rd for free with promo code BIGSCREEN. That's promo code BIGSCREEN. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information, and we thank BlueChew for sponsoring this podcast.
CinemaCon. Let's move on and talk about CinemaCon. We'll try to run. We're gonna try to keep this pace because there's a lot here. If there's something super interesting, you want to talk about? You know, we can hang on it for a minute because there are 1 or 2 things. We'll go studio by studio. So CinemaCon is a big event that kind of showcases upcoming movies and stuff. Fans have been attending it, but it's more for theaters and exhibitors and like showing off their movies. Now, it's a lot of things that were shown were not released to the public. A couple were, but most weren't. It's typically how this event works. Sony Pictures, they had some new Spider-Man Brand New Day stuff, not public. First looks at Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. We got some images. Very excited for that. Apparently, it's for sure the last movie in the trilogy. Comes out summer 2027, which still feels like an eternity away. This is a big one. This next one for Klemmer. Big one for Klemmer. 4th installment of Jumanji, officially titled Jumanji Open World. Good little video game reference.
Oh yeah, they're pulling out all the stops, Jeff. It's clear. just buckle up, guys. Open world's coming.
I can hear Klemmer being an open world. The possibilities, Klemmer telling you.
The whole world's open. This is gonna be an amazing film. Hold on.
The Social Reckoning. Now, this is one I wish we would have seen the footage because the reaction to this was pretty crazy. So this is being called, this is what worries me the most. I don't even agree with this. Aaron Sorkin calling it a companion piece to The Social Network. Comes out in October. Again, first look, not public. Jeremy Strong plays Mark Zuckerberg. People are praising Jeremy Strong as Mark Zuckerberg, saying it's transformative and unbelievable. There's a leaked photo, but they're saying that it's like for sure Oscar nomination. Is anyone believe that? Is it like a I need to see it to believe it type thing? He's a very good actor, but there's
He's a good
something
actor.
about there's the Trial of
Sorkin-
Chicago 7 of it all with Sorkin that's leaving me a little. And I didn't
will
despise
say
him as
so
much as
with
some
the-
people did, but yeah.
About the Sorkin movies, which are terrible when he directs them, like every single one of them. Like that terrible Lucille Ball movie got 3 acting nominations.
Yeah.
Like
And
just so I mean, just,
Chicago 7 got a bunch.
yeah, just remember like because like I obviously think this movie's gonna stink. I think every movie Sorkin's made as a director essentially stinks. But like I don't know. I mean, he is a good actor. So yeah, I think he'll get nominated if it's not a crazy year. Even if the movie's bad, I think he'll get nominated.
He's been circling them for a while now too, and I feel like he's built up enough capital, at least with voters or whatever, to I feel like people want him to win, which would probably help.
He was fucking phenomenal in The Apprentice as
Yeah,
Roy
he was
Cohn.
good.
Yeah,
Not so
him-
great in the Springsteen movie, but it wasn't his fault.
No,
At
no.
least you need therapy.
Here's the quote from Aaron Sorkin. He says, "A while back, we told a story about a college kid who built a website in his dorm and connected the world. Well, as you might have noticed, a couple of things have changed since that dream exploded into a global corporation. There's no life that Facebook's algorithm hasn't touched, and that influence has reshaped everything. So it's time to say more."
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
This does the acting aside, this has I think of all the movies we're going to talk about here on this list has the biggest wet fart potential. Just like give me a break. Just one of those. So we'll see. This
think
was
it's
a
kinda
real
hard to
trailer
do?
released. This got released, and that is Insidious Out of the Further. Which is one of the least roll off the tongue titles I've ever read.
You know what
It's a 30 Rock ass
bit
title.
with Jenna Maroney, where she's like the rural juror.
The rural juror, yeah.
Yeah, rural juror.
Out of the Insidious Out of the Further. Excuse me?
Finally getting a movie.
That is easily one of the funniest bits in a sitcom ever. The rural juror. What is it? Is it Rachel Dratch who says it as?
It's Jenna. Jenna's the character who has the movie, I believe.
But it's Rachel Dratch
and-
playing Barbara, isn't it? Playing what's her face? Barbara Walters, right? Where she's like the rural juror. She can't say it.
Oh yeah. The rural juror coming to theaters.
The next in line, the 6th Insidious movie, The Red Door was the last one that came out in 2023, which was directed by Patrick Wilson. This is Insidious Out of the Further, but they're not in this. Like the
Right.
the whatchamacallit, the Lambert,
family,
the Lamberts, Rose Byrne, Patrick Wilson's characters. A trio of stalkers infiltrate a quiet suburb and force a new family into the astral plane where they uncover a terrifying truth. The further it's bleeding into the real world. Ooh. This did nothing for me. Opens up in August.
It's horrible.
People like these Insidious movies, though.
Yeah. Harry, my son, we like them. Yeah. I mean, Rose Byrne was in the last one for like 40 seconds.
Are you thinking about Vera Farmiga? That's
Maybe. Wasn't the last one where like he took his kid to college?
is that the wait, no. I'm thinking about the Red Door. I hate
The Red Door.
No,
There's
you're
15
thinking-
of these things running concurrently.
You're thinking
You're
the one
think-
with the whatchamacallit.
there's way too many of these.
Are you thinking of Conjuring?
Conjuring.
I'm thinking about Conjuring, aren't I?
That was a huge hit last
my
year.
God.
Huge hit last year.
Huge hit.
Yeah.
One of the highest rated R-rated horror movies of all time. We actually we did it.
Yeah, the list.
We did it recently as like a bonus round for those who may not be familiar, our trivia show that doesn't. And I said it's Insidious 9, which is unbelievable to say out loud. That's like
Incredible.
Crazy.
Fox-running franchise. A couple quick hitters here. Clara and the Sun, October 2026. That's Taika Waititi starring Jenna Ortega. We haven't seen anything of that, but that comes out like kind of soon for not having seen anything yet. Bloodborne is being described as Toy Story but plants, according to Entertainment Weekly. Okay.
Finally. Thank God.
Grand Gear, that is the English language debut for Godzilla -1's Takahashi Yamazaki. It's like a robot mech battle type movie that's coming out in February 2028. So we won't be seeing much of that probably for a while.
geez.
Yeah. And then Dakota and Elle Fanning together in a World War II movie called Nightingale that comes out in February 2027. Felt
Didn't they
inevitable
do a
they'd be in
Nightingale?
something big, right, together.
Yeah, but there was a movie Nightingale that came out like 5-ish years ago, right? Am I crazy?
No, I think you're
it
right
was
on
like a
that.
Civil War-ish movie or something like that.
It's kind of like a Fanning
Nightingale,
renaissance.
no?
The Fannings are in everything now, like just everything. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
This next one I'm fired up to talk about. This studio said, no, we're not going to keep our trailers private. That's Angel Studios. The Brink of War. Let's talk about this one for a second. This one is something else. So all their trailers got released. Jeff Daniels plays Ronald Reagan.
I'm in.
Jared Harris plays Mikhail Gorbachev. Hope Davis is Nancy Reagan. J.K. Simmons is George Shultz. It's about them working out a nuclear deal in 1986. This looks like a 30 Rock parody. Like Jeff Daniels as Ronald Reagan is unbelievable.
Yeah, it is. That's the second that Jeff Daniels showed up on screen with that wig. I was just, I died laughing. It is unbelievable to look at.
It came
Shouting.
on my YouTube algorithm the other day. It was like these old news stories, NBC, ABC from like the 80s of when Empire and Return of the Jedi came out, and people would sleep on this. I will sleep on the street for 2 weeks to go see this movie. I am so excited. This is like Reagan level. These Reagan movies, this Reagan franchise is awesome. Like, I need Quaid back. You know, I wish Voight was in this one too. Like I need everybody kind of just. I miss the crew, but this is. I'm in. I'm 1,000% in. There's a Jeff Daniels, another guy who's just is no touch of reality anymore.
With these Angel Studios movies, we got to remember, guys, these were all approved by the Angel Guild.
The Guild, yeah.
True.
They'll tell you that before every movie.
Yep,
There's
true.
like 12 million people in this Angel Guild, and they've approved this. And all of these movies, which all look fantastic.
So
Mark Wahlberg should play Reagan one day. I feel like he could do it. Yeah, that'll be the breakout role for Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, he'll do it one day.
I hate crapping on something because somebody doesn't look like the actual person they're playing. Because I think there's examples where that's okay. There's caveats. This might be one of them. I don't know if I'll ever see Ronald Reagan and Jeff Daniels there. A remake of the John Wayne 1947 Western Angel and the Bad Man starring Zachary Levi and Neil McDonough comes out in October.
Well, these are two Angel Studio veterans.
Yep.
Zach Levi. I think
yeah,
this is the third Angel Studios movie, and we got to see Neil McDonough in one last year when he played a rodeo, a guy in a rodeo, a bull guy.
Nope.
I
I didn't get to see that one.
Oh, it was something else.
This one did nothing for me.
Granddaughter, Kirk.
This one didn't do much. The next one I actually think I'm actually intrigued by, and it's Angel Studios kind of going outside of their lane. It's Alan Ritchson and Owen Wilson in an action comedy thriller, though it's more of just an action thriller called Runner. Comes out in September. I'm a little intrigued by it. Like I give them a little bit of credit here for like trying to do something different than what they've been doing. They're trying to clearly cover more ground.
But they can't like swear or like have like a lot of violence.
That's
Remember,
kind of
the
an
Angel Guild
impediment
has
to
to
these
approve
movies.
it, so they're limited.
You know, it's gonna be a big like.
Darn
big
it.
sex scene, Klemmer. You know, it's gonna be like
Not even. I don't even know if you have like a car accident scene. Like there's like certain limitations that you can't do.
There's a Revolutionary War movie called The Drummer Boy. I would have bet my life savings this would have been like a Christmas movie. I was stunned to hear that it was not. It's a Revolutionary War movie. Zero AD. This is from the Sound of Freedom director, Devin Cassell, Sam Worthington, Jim Caviezel, and another Jesus movie, Ben Mendelsohn. It's a gritty
gritty.
Gritty.
This is not for me. A gritty retelling of Jesus' birthday. Which is just
Gritty, like it's like handheld. Like what?
Yeah.
a gritty retelling of Jesus' birthday.
Jesus in the streets.
And then Hershey,
Oh,
a movie
yes.
about.
Yes, what a trailer!
no
Trailer of the
fucking
year
way.
so far, I think.
I disagree with this. A better story is about Forrest Mars than Hershey.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true. You're a big Forrest Mars guy.
That's true. This trailer
Biopic
is
about Milton Hershey.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Finally, Bill Hershey gets his bio. I've been waiting for that forever.
If you would have said you get to pick one panel to go to at CinemaCon, I would have been at this.
Not even close.
Not even a question.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
It made me
God.
so happy when Richard Kind popped up in the trailer, though. I was like, this is going to be great.
It's like number 2 of the
The
Odyssey.
fork in the road
for
after Succession, Jeremy Strong, Oscar nominations, Alan Ruck, Hershey.
Alexandra Daddario is she just a lousy actress? Is that what happened? Or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great question.
yeah, okay. I don't know,
What
everyone
are
loves
you
her.
asking?
Well, everyone loves her. I mean, I don't know. She looks great. Why is she fucking
Beautiful.
Hershey? Huh?
She's a beautiful woman, but
She got
I don't
White
think
Lotus.
anyone ever thought she was a great actor.
There's a one for me, one for you. You do White Lotus for us, and then Hershey for her. She's a big fan.
That's true. She's a big Bill Hershey fan.
Studio Canal, Paddington 4. They're going to make an animated Paddington movie, I think, as well, which that feels like, in terms of making money. I mean, first off, the Paddington movies are great, so whatever, but
Awesome.
that feels like a no-brainer. Reimagining of Escape from New York and The Howling apparently coming out at some point. And I do not like that. That sounds big thumbs
Fucking
down.
need. Yep, those will suck.
And then a movie from Danny Boyle about Rupert Murdoch called Ink coming out in 2027, starring Jack O'Connell and Guy Pearce.
I
Great
like that.
duo, but
I like
Yeah.
all these people involved. But
You like
TV
Rupert
show.
Murdoch?
Fucking
except for Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah.
Like,
love
it's
him.
a big bummer from this week.
guy.
The big bummer, I know Gooch agrees for sure. No Digger trailer this week publicly, which they promoted at Coachella. Then they talked about it and got nothing, really.
Listen, I'm happy. I'm happy with the reactions. Like just even
Yeah.
hearing the way people are describing it. Like,
White
That was
hair,
enough for right
big
now.
belly, southern accent for Tom Cruise. That's what they're saying.
that I'm sold. I'm sold. This
Comes out in
is
October.
the reactions got me way more excited than
saying, like-
I have been, but I've been like the whole hour, like the Inritu part of it has like had me worried. But the way people reacted and said it's like, oh no, this looks very funny and like well shot. Like I'm pumped. Like this is
Yeah.
let's get Tom his fucking Oscar. Come on.
That's what people were saying. People were like, he's getting the Oscar for this. Like, it's already over.
you weren't a
That'd be
fan
a
of
very cool
Bardo or the
run.
importance of being earnest or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck it was called.
Fuck off.
And I'm such a Birdman fan that
I remember like Comic-Con everyone was talking about how great the Flash was though. Like you gotta
True.
It's true.
you just have
Yeah.
to including Cruise, by the way. Like you gotta kind of just,
Yeah.
you know.
point.
But I like this divisive. I've heard some people say it looks like I like that Cruise is going balls to the wall insane though. It seems like it's just a wild
Yeah.
performance. I don't know if that's gonna win an Oscar or not, but it'll be fun to watch.
we'll get back to Tom Cruise in a minute here. Dune Part 3, they showed the first 7 minutes of the movie. I mean, the reaction, it's just high praise. So again, fingers remain very crossed, but I have full confidence in that. Here's the big one. I know, Kirk, you've been begging for Practical Magic 2 coming out September 2020.
Give me Stockard Channing all day long, baby. Finally, Stockard Channing again, the big screen.
Joey King, Diane West, Lee Pace, Stockard Channing, and of course Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman return in Practical Magic 2.
The first movie stunk. Like, you didn't even do that great. Like, I don't really
couldn't
know
believe
what I don't know why. I think it's just all nostalgia all the time. Now, people just want to see them together, I guess.
I think it's big with millennials, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen it. I think I did. I don't even remember.
We should be getting more stuff soon from Clayface. They showed off Clayface, another in the DC line for Warner Brothers. The Great Beyond, J.J. Abrams' first director gig since Rise of Skywalker. That has Glenn Powell, Jenna Ortega, Emma Mackey, shout out Ella McKay. Samuel L. Jackson, a young newlywed couple struggles to survive against a supernatural entity. I guess Abrams was on stage for a while. We haven't seen much of this yet at all. They showcased a little bit from Ti Amo. No release date. That is the next movie from Sean Baker. But Warner Brothers did announce something called Clockwork, which is their version of Sony Pictures Classics and Focus Features. So kind of like a more artsy type deal, which is good to hear from Warner Brothers as they kind of move under the Paramount umbrella inevitably. And then Gladys, the spinoff of Weapons, officially talked about, comes out October 2028, though we're a ways away. Zach Kreger all over CinemaCon. He also did a movie called The Flood, an original movie, which I'm glad to hear that. Apparently, The Flood's coming out before Glass. I'm glad to hear that Kreger's also doing an original as well again, because it's like, why not? Like, keep on doing them.
Well, he directs the Gladys.
Kreger's not directing the Gladys movie, though.
Yeah, there's no way,
right. But
No,
he's going to be involved.
producing
with
it,
it. Yeah. This one is. This is like someone coming into your house and breaking all your childhood toys. Ocean's 11 prequel from Bradley Cooper. I hope I'm wrong. This sounds horrible.
Really?
1962 Monaco Grand Prix heist movie. You know, Bradley Cooper, Margot. I'm coming off like the ho hum movie that he did this past year. I don't know. Bradley Cooper and Margot Robbie played Danny Ocean's parents. Like I don't know.
I think
That's where it kind of loses
I
me.
don't care about the other one either. No Soderbergh, no me. I mean, I'll be there. I'm going to see it, but like that's where I stand. You like it though, Gooch?
I think Cooper has something as a director, and this is a spot for him in terms of starring, getting him in like a suit, nice sleek look, like let him really show off what he really like has in terms of his toolbox. Margot Robbie kind of, I don't know if she's the right fit there, but and the like kind of trying to tie it in, like every franchise wants to like, oh, it's their parents, it's their kids. Like I don't really love that, but 1920s Monaco with Bradley Cooper directing, starring, I'm in on it.
Well, I get
Clooney
Clooney at the beginning, like walking out and kind of like gazing and like thinking about his parents or something. Clooney will be in this movie, right?
I don't
know.
Yeah,
I think they seem like they kind of are having a little behind the scenes fight about this, right? Like Clooney keeps being like, "No, our Oceans thing is still happening." Like,
oh, that's true. He's still
that,
trying
right?
to push that. That's a fair point. Yeah.
I think as long as Cooper gives himself like a big prosthetic nose and some white hair and maybe some other stuff like that, that's how you really nail
definitely be
this.
a musical number for him.
Oh yeah.
This one I'm excited about. Comes out November 2026. We got a little bit of footage. Godzilla Minus Zero, direct sequel to Godzilla Minus One. I would never accuse plagiarism, but I'm pretty sure they superimposed Godzilla into the Brutalist shot from with the Statue of Liberty at the end of this teaser. Looked exactly like the Brutalist, but it looks like Godzilla will be in New York City. Which what can go wrong there? We've never had issues with that on screen.
No, never.
I'm very, very excited about this. Is up there. I was excited already, but I think like seeing it, I'm like, oh, this is like entirely anticipated for the rest of the year for me.
Oh yeah, big time. So such a
Neon.
I gotta rewatch that.
A movie called Hokum from Oddity director Damian McCarthy. Adam Scott starring in the role when a novelist retreats to a remote inn to scatter his parents' ashes. He's consumed by tales of a witch haunting the honeymoon suite. I like Adam Scott in kind of different roles, so this could be interesting. A Place in Hell, Michelle Williams and Daisy Edgar. That comes out May 2026. This comes out Christmas 2026. Michelle Williams and Daisy Edgar Jones lead roles. Top criminal defense attorney known for representing unlikable clients in high-profile cases is a relentless workhorse at her firm and fully expects to be named partner. When another attorney joins the firm, her job is put to the test and makes her question just how far she'll go to protect it. Interesting. I Love Boosters comes out next month. That's from Boots Riley, the next movie after he did Sorry to Bother You a couple years ago, which I loved. Great cast: Keke Palmer, Naomi Ecke, Isaac Gonzalez, Keith Stanfield back, Will Poulter, Don Cheadle, Eric Andre, Adam Devine. Stack cast. Comes out next month. Hope, a movie from the director of The Wailing, awesome horror movie. Na Hong Jin trailer showed, this is from EW, said shows a police officer fearfully investigating a deserted city street covered in rubble before seeing a mysterious force launch a car towards someone who's running away. They get glimpses of like monsters and stuff. It's kind of like The Host in a Quiet Place. That's a TBD, but check out The Wailing if you've never seen The Wailing. Definitely check it out.
That was his last movie too, right? He hasn't made anything since. That's crazy.
Hasn't done anything since. We talked about it on our old show a while back, and we loved it. Universal Pictures, Disclosure Day, some very good stuff from Spielberg. I think a little more about the Western, right? He's definitely going to do that Western movie next. But the big thing is nothing we've seen in Disclosure Day marketing is from the third act of the movie. That's
right. All I don't want to spoil it, but they've been saying Close Encounters. I can tell you, I don't even know if I should say this or not. It's literally all Richard Dreyfuss the last 30 minutes. Yeah. Yep. All him. Just sitting around like he did with Bill Maher, like lying on his back for the last 30 minutes in the movie. So definitely worth watching.
So that's good. The Odyssey, there's a little bit of the Odyssey. Charlize Theron is playing Calypso. That's kind of like the big news that came out of it. This has been showcased over and over for the last year now, so we're getting closer to that. Trailer. Fucker-in-law. The next movie in the Meet the Parents franchise, Henry, son of Greg and Pam Fokker, faces family chaos when he decides to marry a strong-willed woman played by Ariana Grande, who appears to be his complete mismatch. Original cast is back. Ariana Grande plays the future daughter-in-law of Gaylord Fokker. Skylar Gisondo and Beanie Feldstein play the older version of their kids. What do we think about this?
I think it's
Skylar Gisondo playing Gaylord Fokker is just such a great. You can't make it better than that. The headlines write themselves.
I think it's going to be gigantic. domestic box office movie.
Yeah.
I think it's going to hit people right in the sweet spot. I mean, the trailer gives it's terrible, but it gives people what they want. I think what they wanted. I don't really understand. You know, I don't know.
Are there any of the comedies that are coming out at the end of the year either? Like this is, I think, a total runway to make a shitload of money.
Yeah. People just like these dumb movies. Whatever. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of depressing, but yeah.
I appreciated Ben Stiller hopping on Twitter and be like, "No, listen, I stand by the first two, and this one is right up to that quality." Just completely threw the third under the bus. He's like, "Yeah, the third one sucks."
Little fuckers.
First one,
Werewolf comes out Christmas 2026 from Robert Eggers. We've kind of talked about this a little bit. His next movie, Aaron Taylor. It's like the whole cast from Nosferatu, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Lily Rose Depp. Though I think Willem Dafoe's movie is kind of what the takeaway is. Like he's kind of the main person of that. Minions and the Monsters comes out in July. That's going to make an ass load of money. The Illumination CEO said that this is a very personal film for the director.
Oh,
It's a love letter to cinema.
Like that.
They're in 1920s Hollywood.
Oh, good.
He argued the movie harkens back to the wonderful French tradition of auteur cinema. Minions and the
He's gonna make a
Monsters.
fortune. Just yeah.
Other Mommy comes out October 2026. Jessica Chastain, Jay
Great
Duplass.
title.
There's another movie that comes out. Again, it's Jessica Chastain. I feel like everything she's in, even if the movie's not great, she's great. Plays a normal mom and her not-so-normal double who begins terrorizing her family in the upcoming horror movie, which they showed a short trailer according to EW. One Night Only, the next movie from Easy A's Will Gluck, the director, follows two people trying to find love in a world where premarital sex is only legal for 1 day. Stars Monica Barbaro and Callum Turner. Amazon MGM Studios, who just released that great movie Balls Up. They have the Michael B. Jordan Thomas Crown Affair, comes out March 2027. He's directing it, also starring in it. Kenneth Branagh, Adria Arjona, Lily Gladstone, Denai Guerrera, Aubrey Plaza, Ruth Negga. Second remake of the 1968 movie, obviously. Spaceballs, the new one. They changed the title. They're not going to go with the joke from the original movie. There's a clip from Mel Brooks. It looks pretty good, by the way, in that clip.
He's 99 years old.
Crazy.
Yeah, for being, I thought he was like 103, 104.
Looks great.
Bill
Sounds
Pullman,
totally sharp. Yeah. Watch that
Rick
documentary.
Moranis
too.
back.
Yeah.
Very good. doc.
Lewis Pullman in it with his father Bill. They had great chemistry on stage at the Oscars. Nothing to worry about there. It's like they never met each other. Josh Gad. Anyway, shows not much new footage, but apparently Gooch, a little bit of an Avatar spoof in this movie. They're saying there's a Na'vi in this.
Listen, my Schwart is engorged. I'm ready for this.
Let's go. I'm excited to see how this is. This could be completely horrible, but
It's gonna
fuck
be
it,
bad.
like
But
a
it's-
Mel Brooks movie.
I'm excited to see
2026.
Rick Moranis on the big screen
Yeah.
again. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Highlander. Chad Stahelski directing this. Release date TBD. Henry Cavill, Russell Crowe, Dave Bautista, Marissa Abella, Karen Gillan, Jaimin Hansu, Jeremy Irons, Kenjac. I know this one's get you going a little bit.
So in on this. It's like such a perfect thing for Cavill. I think like the perfect vehicle for him. And I like the first movie too. And we've talked about it before, but the fact that movie is like good despite Christopher Lambert being maybe the worst actor to ever exist is a testament to how interesting the property is. So very excited for this.
Gooch, this gets you going, I know. Colleen Hoover, another movie. Verity, coming out October 2026. Anne Hathaway. So it is directed by Michael Showalter, who did The Big Sick, which I love, but he's not done great stuff since. Anne Hathaway, Dakota Johnson, Josh Hart. I feel like Anne Hathaway gives it a little bit of like, okay, maybe this will be okay.
Let's read some of these character names. Let's read some of these character names in this new Colleen Hoover movie. Lowen Ashley. Lowen Ashley? What are you like? No, that one's not funny. But Lowen Ashley's a crazy one. Spelled that way?
It's just they're just stupid.
I think Anne Hathaway's kind of hitting that like Nicole Kidman, like, hey bro, you can stop working for like 5 minutes. Like you don't need to take every movie role that you get offered, Anne Hathaway. Like take a break.
She did that terrible sequel to what was it? What was the HBO
Witches,
movie?
right?
Witches, yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that's bad.
Unbelievable they let Jason Statham walk on stage and promote The Beekeeper 2. Comes out January 2027.
People loved it.
Yeah, I didn't hate it.
The reaction to the footage was crazy.
And then the last two studios here, the big ones, Paramount, Top Gun 3. This is not a shock. Script underway. But here's the big interesting thing. They did not commit to Tom Cruise being in this movie.
I'm going to
Would you
say
would
Tom
think
Cruise is
they-
going to be. He's going to be in this movie. Like, how do you? What's the
I would
movie
assume
about
so,
him?
but I did find that interesting though that they didn't mention that at all. Because you feel like if it's going to be a big thing that you just say he's in it, right?
2 hours with Lewis Pullman? Like, I don't. Like,
Bob?
I don't know.
How about this one? This one, I knew this was coming out, but I guess I never wrapped my head around it. Johnny Depp as Ebenezer Scrooge from X-Trilogy director Ty West, X, Pearl, Maxine, comes out November 2026. I'm actually quite intrigued by this. I don't know if it's going to be any good.
Weird combination.
Yeah. That's like...
I don't know if he's too crazy to be plucked and given a renaissance or not. I don't know if he's going to have his Cage
and
moment.
I know Maxine wasn't great, but I appreciated like it being a little ambitious and different. And I think Pearl is fucking. I mean, X is great. Pearl is fantastic. And now he kind of gets like a bigger name, kind of maybe give him like a little career revive. This is interesting, and it's a Christmas Carol. It's like, yeah, I'm intrigued. And then YA novel being made into a movie, Children of Blood and Bone. Huge cat. Amanda Stenberg, Damson Idris, Cynthia Erivo, Lashana Lynch, Idris Elba, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Regina King, Viola Davis. That comes out January. The fucking Call of Duty movie from Peter Berg. Mark Wahlberg will be in this one. They had nothing to show at all. It's been in production hell since the 2010s. They said June 2028. Trust us. Okay. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem 2, which is awesome because that first one was great.
First one's
Great
really
animated movie.
Yes.
August
Seth Rogen
2027.
one?
And then
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was good.
Yeah. And then Transformers, Star Trek, and World War Z will have new projects coming soon. That's what they said. World War Z, I like World War Z, but that kind of like sneaks right in there with Transformers and Star Trek. And then finally, Disney did show off the Avengers Doomsday trailer, which was not released to the public still. They're sticking with their date. We'll get to that in a second. Quite the marketing move by Disney. First real trailer shown. The crowd loved it. They played it twice, apparently. Doctor Doom fights Thor. Yelena fights Mystique. Shang-Chi fights Gambit.
No way.
Shout out Channing Tatum. All he wanted to do in life was play fucking Gambit, man. And now he's just like, good for him. It's literally all he wanted. Fantastic Four meets the Avengers. They show that. Reaction seems to be positive, though. Again, like Kirk said, The Flash was well received. So it's like, who knows?
I will say there was. I guess Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans had more horrible banter though. Like they did at the Oscars again. They tried and they just fucking flat as can be. So it doesn't matter. The movies make a
the big announcement, though. They're not moving their date, and they're releasing something now called Infinity Vision, which is a brand new certification for premium large format theaters from Disney. It's going to help audiences. They're basically coming up with a way to tell you which theaters suck ass and which ones don't. That's basically what it is. Which by the way, I don't want to get too inside New York baseball here, but I can't wait to see which ones get certified, and which ones don't in New York City, because I can already tell you I know which ones won't. The one with the rats on the wall near Penn Station will probably not get Infinity Vision certification. Yeah, it's a marketing ploy without IMAX. That's definitely what it is. But yeah, so they're calling it Infinity Vision. It's going to make sure they identify the biggest, brightest, and most immersive theaters. Basically, any theater that has Dolby Vision is going to be my guess. They'll say this is Infinity Vision. Go see Avengers Doomsday there. So
it's gonna be the same exact screens that you see every other movie on, but they're gonna put Infinity Vision on it and then charge $5 more.
Yep.
I don't know if they're going to charge any more money.
They absolutely will. There's no other reason to do this. Then they don't have the PLFs. They want it, and they want a little extra cash. Why else would they do this?
So technically they do charge more for Dolby Vision, so you're not wrong on that. I just think it's a way to make sure people go see it in Dolby Vision, is basically what I read that as. Where it's like, it's a marketing way of being like, hey, Dolby Vision is just as good as IMAX. Which some people do prefer Dolby Vision. I don't. I prefer IMAX personally. If they're charging more for non-Dolby tickets, that would be something else. But I guess we don't know if they're going to do that yet. To your credit, they very well might be doing that. I just figured it was a basic way to say, hey, go see it in Dolby. Don't worry about IMAX. Dolby Vision's better. Like, I figured that's kind of what they're trying to say.
Then why
But they're not
say
moving
that?
dates. That was
Dolby
the big
is
takeaway.
a very, in terms of like moviegoers, like that is the second most recognizable like premium, like go see it in Dolby, go see it in IMAX? Are people gonna like the general public? Will they even be aware of this?
I think that's what they're trying to do, though, right? I think they're trying to, because I would say, would you agree with this? I feel like the general movie-going public isn't as hip on Dolby as they are IMAX. IMAX is like general lexicon, right? Like anyone knows what like IMAX is IMAX, right? Maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know. Very funny, though. I did laugh. I was like, are they making new types of screens? It's like, oh, no, this is just it's a marketing play. Mandalorian and Grogu. No trailer yet, though, still. Mandalorian Grogu final trailer released. Reaction seemed positive, I think, for this. We'll see. Box office projection still very low. I'm excited, though. I don't give a fuck. I can't wait.
You there?
Got my tickets.
They showed a bunch of it. They showed a bunch of it, too, at cinema. I think they showed like 20 minutes, first 20 minutes of the...
Yeah. People seem to enjoy it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ridley Scott's next movie. Last two things here. Based on a 2012 book called The Dog Star. Set after a devastating flu... There was a trailer for this. Set after a devastating flu pandemic that has almost eradicated humanity, the film centers on Higg, a former civilian pilot, and Bangley, a hardened ex-Marine, as they confront outside threats and hold on to the possibility of a better life beyond where they currently live. Jacob Elordi, Josh Brolin, Margaret Qualley, Allison Janney, Guy Pearce, and Benedict Wong. Good cast.
This is a good book. This was actually recommended to me by Steve
Comes out
Robinson.
in August.
Kirk's
Okay, so you like the book. Okay.
This is a good book.
Steve Robinson? Really? Oh, okay.
Recommended this book. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like
Back in
Ridley
the day.
Scott, like you were saying about Anne Hathaway, Kenjac, I feel like Ridley Scott's made 90 movies the last 4 years. God bless him. He's just banging them out.
Yeah, but post-apocalyptic, is that the first he's be in that genre? I think, right? It's kind of interesting and good cast. I think Jacob Elordi is like kind of in need of a true star power like role. You know what I mean? Where he's the main role, and kind of interested in see what he could do.
I'm excited for this. The August date has me a little bit weary, but I'm excited for this.
I think this also had a lot of. I think this has been pushed back quite a bit, quite a few times, which does worry me.
Yeah.
I saved the best for last.
Oh,
January 2027. 12-year-old Jacob, coping with his father's death, moves in with his mother to Fernfield, Washington. There, he finds a VHS copy of Air Bud and befriends a stray golden retriever named Buddy. Together, they join local children to form a basketball team and compete for a championship. And in this presentation of Air Bud Returns, they confirm canonically, Air Bud is dead. Wow. An insane move to confirm he is dead, but they have confirmed Air Bud is dead in canon.
Well, he'd be like 35 years old, right?
It's like, what a wholly unnecessary thing that it's like, oh, is Air Bud dead in canon? Yes. He probably is, but let's make
owner
sure
recently died,
let's
right?
make sure they point it out very vividly to people.
God damn it! I think the owner of the original Air Bud died pretty recently, right? Am I crazy? I think I saw the news.
Daniel Day-Lewis in this movie, I was surprised to see. So I don't know. Weird. It's very in character.
We can rip through this quickly because we want to get to our list here, and that was obviously a little longer than normal news section. Anything people been watching?
Euphoria
stuck out.
Dick Tracy, Robbie and I talk about in Super Critics, Warren Beatty movie. Looks fantastic, but it's kind of a mess. But it's maybe the greatest cast ever assembled for a movie. But we talk about it.
The Euphoria start, I think, was kind of funny.
Oh
'cause,
my
like, the
God.
episode's not bad. And episode's not like the worst thing in the world, but Elordi and to a degree Sweeney are so checked out. Like they want nothing to do with this anymore. It's so clear. Pit finale goods, fans still psycho. I'm trying to think if I started anything else, but I think that's it.
Klemmer and I saw the Lorne documentary. It was fine. Like I read the Susan Morrison book last year. I thought was much better. And honestly, is like oddly same structure as the documentary, which is kind of weird. But like, if you're an SNL fan, it gives you like what you want. I would say nothing new, but like very watchable.
It's fun hearing some of the funniest people in the world just sit in a room and talk about Lorne Michaels. Like, I thought it was very entertaining. Like Kirk said, didn't learn anything really new, but it was just fun seeing his office and like seeing where he goes in Maine, at least to some extent. But it ignores his entire domestic life. It's all just SNL.
Yeah,
I didn't watch anything too crazy new, but I'll kind of reiterate what I said last week. I think the new Daredevil season is fucking great. Like, great. I think it's like really good.
It's a lot darker than even last season was.
There was it. Correct me if I'm wrong, Gooch. I mean, you may know Kenjac. Didn't they say too? It's like they didn't say like, "Hey, wait for season 2," but there was kind of like some rewrites and fixes to season 1 where people were like, "Hey, season 2, they're going to kind of have their groove." Like it's kind of proved to be correct. Like I love it. It's great. Like I think people hating on it now are just kind of being poopy pantsed about Netflix. Like that's kind of all that is. Like I think this is like there were some definitely reasons to criticize the first season, but I think this new season's great. And then Darth Maul Shadow Lord, if you like Star Wars animated stuff, it's just like. Just great, just awesome shit. Picked up a couple things from Arrow Video. Roadhouse, not the better of the two, obviously. Not the best Roadhouse. I got their version of Thief. Had to get the Arrow version of Thief in 4K. Looks fucking awesome. Same thing as the Criterion, but just the British version. City Slickers on Arrow Video. 4K, awesome special features and stuff, limited edition. A new Visions Home Media video I haven't done. Dogtooth, shout out Yorgos Lanthimos, his first movie. This is a new label that I hadn't tried. And then Dogma as well in 4K from Visions Home Video. And then this Hammer Video, look at this box set, fucking The Curse of Frankenstein. Comes in an awesome case. You got this great artwork on the front here. Shout out to fucking legend Peter Cushing. So that's a fantastic. We're going to dive into that. Tons of special features like added on like booklets and stuff. The Gambler with James Caan. Gambler James Caan from Vinegar Syndrome. And then these are two of the worst movies ever made, but I had to get them because I just want these on my shelf. And that is Mac and Me from Vinegar Syndrome. And the Garbage Pail Kids movie. I could not get these. I just like these are novelty. I'll literally never watch them again. But like these are just fun novelty things to have on my shelf. So tried out Vinegar Syndrome again. I said it last week, a couple weeks ago. I've tried new like movie labels, and there's just so many just different things. So yeah, those are good ones. Excited. The Gambler and the Curse of Frankenstein ones though are awesome. So excited about those.
Very excited to talk to today, Jorma Taccone. We are big super fans of Lonely Island. We grew up basically with you. Incredibad, I think, is the last CD I ever bought.
Wait, really?
Before the revolution.
Before everything imploded.
where everything switched over to streaming. I think.
By the way, it was actually crazy because the way it went was like Incredibad, and then Turtleneck and Chain was our biggest album, and then but it was precipitously like as streaming came in, you like watch just like your like album sales
go down. It's all on streaming. Here to talk about Over Your Dead Body. A couple tries to reconnect on vacation, only to find out that they have plans to kill each other in theaters April 24th. I get a little nervous anytime I hear that there's going to be an American remake of a well-liked Scandinavian movie. There is instant nerves.
Yep.
It's always going to happen.
Same here.
I was going to ask, so that's the first question. Is there any nerves about living up to like a well-liked foreign movie, especially because they have such different sensibilities?
Yes.
It's
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I absolutely didn't want to make a remake. And when I got approached, I was like, fuck, no. Yeah. Wait, can I curse on this?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, yes. So the way it came about was that Tommy, who directed the original, wrote and directed, like co-wrote and directed the original. It's a fucked up movie. It's like it's really dark, as with a lot of European movies are. It's emotionally dark. It's like the characters are really hate each other, like absolutely hate each other in a way that like to me felt like it was. Well, I'll get to this part, but like the way it came about was that Tommy had been quoting Hot Rod, MacGruber, pop star, and this guy Danella, who is his producer, was like, I'll just call that dude up. Well, like we should like there's a Venn diagram here. Like Tommy makes like action comedy, Norma makes like comedy action stuff. Like we should work together. I don't vibed out super. Well, I mean, I love all the stuff that Tommy makes, right? So I checked out. Guy called me like a week later. Was like, yo, would you ever make a remake? And I was like, no, no, absolutely not. And then he was like, watch the movie. We got this draft from these guys, Nick and Brian, who was Britannic, like really funny sketch comedy writers. I loved the movie. Was like, this is like, it's such a great premise. It has the way it's built, like the structure of it. If you like the original, is what I really like about it is that it's so surprising. It goes all these weird different directions. And us as audience members, like nowadays, like because you know how things are supposed to happen in a movie, it's so surprising and fun to like see something that moves in a totally different way. And it's like 3 movies in one too. So I was like, it's like, I mean, it goes from here and then it like, I don't want to ruin anything, but like whatever. So so I couldn't get it out of my head. I was like, I gotta do this. And then I love the draft. I just tonally, it's a real tonal shift, but I very much wanted to keep like the teeth of the original. Ours is actually more violent than the original. Like, notice, like, it's definitely more gory.
I watched the original after, and that's
yeah, no, it is. And like, but tonally, there's this like weird tonal shift. It's almost like actually really fun, I think, for people to watch the original because they're very much the same movie, right?
Yeah.
But I think that I'm just very proud of what we accomplished because I feel like it's an American remake. It still has the teeth of the original, but it tonally, I really wanted to root for the couple a little bit more.
Sure.
And there's like stuff in the original that I'm like, he says stuff that I'm like, I can't come back from this. like, you know what I mean? Like, so, and see, like Jade Siegel is in it, Samara Weaving, and like they're so fucking charming and like fun and like, and so just like character wise, I just felt like, because you're looking at yourself, this is the longest fucking answer.
No, keep no.
Dude, no, this is perfect.
But you know, you're just wondering if you can add something to this.
Sure.
And so for me, it was just like, one, I get to like, you kind of get to floss as a director of like can I hit all these tones that the movie has. It's a little bit of a suspense thriller, then it goes into a home invasion, then it goes into an action movie, and it just ramps, right? And like so for me, it was like taking all those things, pushing the comedy as best I could without breaking the world.
Yeah.
And then the comedy like kind of threads all these needles and pulls it all together to me. So I'm just really proud. Like Tommy is so proud of it and loves the movie and to me that's like the biggest compliment. Like I don't think I fucked it up. So but you be the judge, April 24th.
Is it easier having that as like a reference guide too? Like having an original?
Dude, it was
like a storyboard basically for you.
Storyboard, like, because there's like there's shit that I had to be like, if I was gonna try to shoot this differently, it would be like I was just being an asshole as a director to like try to put my stamp on something that doesn't need fixing, right? So there was that. Like, so I was really more focused on like tone and how I wanted to change character. And then there's other things that are very much me at the end. Like the pacing of it, I think is very different in particular at the end of the movie. But what was interesting, like, 'cause this is like, you guys talk about film and like the actual like breakdown of like, so what was interesting is that there was stuff that you found in making it that you were like, you realized you were almost like plotting where someone had already been, like you're in someone else's footsteps and you realize why things happen. Like you like, I would like change things, and then you're like, oh, I see why they shot it like that.
It's like you're doing like Silence of the Lambs or something. Like in the mind of the director.
No, it was so cool. It was so cool. And again, like I did this talk at USC, and I was like, it's so good to see both of them. Like it's like and just sort of see where the changes are, where the similarities are. So yeah, it was.
Yeah, and it is American remake, but you shot this in Finland. Was that was it a creative decision to do that to like kind of create like some of the same ambiance?
Why do you think we shot?
I mean, it was probably
tax
cheaper.
credits. Let's look up tax credits right now. Yeah.
No, I mean, one, it is supremely beautiful.
Gorgeous.
It's a cabin on a lake. I think there's 17,000 lakes in Finland.
Oh, goddamn.
My two options, like to be able to like make this movie at the price point we did, which we did it on like I don't want to say shoestring, but like it's like for what we accomplished, it's amazing. Like it's like because I think the movie feels really big for like like it being a smaller contained kind of movie. But my two options I was told were Winnipeg and Finland. And if you see pictures of either, nothing personal to anybody from Winnipeg, good on you. But my God, you're like, no, it's not even a question. It's like it was so nice. And then for me, like it was actually like that. It became such a destination wedding kind of vibe. Like you're all stuck.
Cool.
It's the movie is Jen Siegel, Samara Weaving, Juliette Lewis, Timothy Oliphant, and Paul Giamatti.
I missed that one.
Go see it, Paul. If you like Paul Giamatti, go see it. It's not Paul Giamatti.
Reprises his role from The Holdovers.
Paul Guilfoyle. Paul Guilfoyle has been fucking everything. Is amazing in this
Keith
movie.
Jardine,
And Keith Jardine, who's like the second time I've cast him because he was in the MacGruber TV series.
Yes, he was inspired casting, by the way.
Thank you.
He is awesome.
No, he's so funny in this movie, and so what was really nice is that you're stuck. You're stuck together. So like we got to rehearse on like weekends. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say that for SAG rules or whatever. But it was like we spent Thanksgiving together. Like it was so fun
awesome.
to do. So yeah.
Surprised it wasn't a soundstage in Atlanta wasn't offered either. For the first
It wasn't. Yeah, I don't know why.
We shot this on the volume.
We shot it on the volume.
You know what's
yeah.
really funny about Atlanta? Because I shot Miracle Workers, that like Danny Rocco,
Yeah.
Steve show there, and when you're in Atlanta and you're a smaller production, you're like, you're offered like the D crew because like they're all on Marvel.
Yeah.
But I was really lucky because I had like Stranger Things had like just wrapped, so I got like a bunch of like. But you're like, oh, that's a nice role.
The beginning of this movie, you have Siegel kind of like lamenting the woes of being a director. Is that kind of fun getting like that little like meta stamp on stuff?
Yeah.
Where he's sitting there talking about like, oh, we got the product up here. No, we gotta do it one more time. Like,
I did write that scene. Like it was really nice working with like Nick and Brian because they were so generous with their script. All three of us had worked at SNL.
Yeah.
They know the deal, and obviously just like comedy guys, I think are very generous with like always trying to make things better, obviously. And not to say that my scene was better, but like that scene when you see it, it goes into a commercial first is how the movie starts, and it is verbatim a Verizon commercial that I was on.
There's your
verbatim. And I no shade to all of the wonderful people that I worked with, but it like, I think I even was making fun of them on the day. So it was like
I remember that. I think I've told you this before. Like the first job I had was like 18 as a grip on a Target commercial.
Yeah.
And
I've done Target commercials too.
And I was working for my uncle's company, and like I walked up to the director and I was like, I think you should change this thing here. My uncle like fucking vice gripped me and pulled me aside, so you don't talk to them.
Yeah.
They got enough shit going on.
You know what's
They
funny
won't
though?
stay.
I'm more chill about stuff than that. Like I would be much kinder than some directors about that type
You
of
say that
thing.
now, but you should have seen what an asshole he was. When you say
Yeah, I was an asshole. I mean, it was
Actually,
just,
Get a
fun
chin
fact about
strap.
that commercial is that one that is Kayla is now Jason Segel's fiance. I think she's amazingly cast in that role by me. Thank you.
wow.
And then the guy in that is Nikolai Kinski, who's Klaus Kinski's son.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah,
what a
who's
chant.
in like
Holy shit.
Masters of Air.
Oh, yeah.
He went to UCLA with me, and I was just like, he lives in Germany, and I was like, yo, you want to do a fucking thankless part?
Hey, I'm no Werner Herzog, but I can get you out here and stuff.
Yeah, it was great.
man, I almost started Fitzcarraldo the other night, and I was just like, I'm not high enough for this. We'll come back to this another time. We talked about that the cast before, and like obviously once you get out there, it sounds like it was a great time. But was there any like sell when you were like, come to Finland for I don't know how long the shoot was, 3 weeks?
Well,
a
I
month?
don't, like again, there's a lot of surprises in this movie, and I don't want to ruin anything. But there's a big surprise at the end, and so no, like dudes showed
Yeah,
up,
like,
people really showed up for me in a way that I'm like unbelievably thankful for, No, I think it's just that I'm such a great guy. Then people, no, I mean, like, honestly, like I would say, Timothy Oliphant was the hardest to convince, and I actually he was sort of a pass, and then I hit him up directly, and for whatever reason he was in after that, and then after that we got Juliette Lewis, which is like I mean, they would have commercials. They would have like the conversations where it'd be like Paul Guilfoyle, like Paul's done everything, right? So is Juliette, and they would be talking about like, oh, when I worked with like Leo and Leo DiCaprio, that's cool. Like, and I was like, wait, what, Julia? What'd you work with him on? She was like, oh, this movie called What's Eating Gilbert Grape. And I was like, yeah, no, I know it.
Heard of it.
Like, you're phenomenal. Like, you've been phenomenal. Like from jump.
Timothy probably followed that up. He did it with Once Upon a Time. He has that one scene.
Yeah.
I mean,
Timothy
those.
I don't know,
they're just like everywhere.
Don't call me Jughead, or is it?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, that's great.
There are like fairly complex stunts and prosthetics and squibs and blood stuff. And without spoiling too much, what was the most technically difficult part of this to film?
There is a scene that, again, it is a little bit bloodier than the original, but there's a scene in the front yard area that is like, it's so many stunts and it goes around in a circle and you're trying to like, I think it's like 3 more bits than the original even had. And like, it was, so I had an amazing storyboard artist who actually, his name is Janne from Sweden. And I got him from David Sandberg, who did Kung Fury and is doing a new movie that is off the rails. And and Janne is he's a awesome filmmaker in his own right. So it's really fun to like get into that and figure, and then you make storyboards and then on the day shifted, obviously, sort of thing. But it was really fun to like come up with those things, especially because that scene, there's a lot of buys in that scene of like where guns go and who has what and da. And so like it was just fun to like, you're always trying to like make sure that things feel like logical enough that you're like, oh, I buy this, sort of thing, which is like, it's a bit of a trick.
Yeah, suspension of disbelief. That's what we talk.
101.
Yeah.
On this like show, you get like you have to suspend disbelif that you guys are
even
like,
existing
professionals.
Oh, that
or,
too,
like,
all the time. It's the hardest thing. We break immersion all the time with that.
As we wrap on this, I know at the start you were very nervous about doing a Scandinavian remake.
Yes.
But can we start a rumor that you are the Scandinavian remake guy? That
To enrage people.
you are
Sure.
going like like
You're
we
gonna
are
cut this
going
part
to
out
like
and
start putting up posts that you're doing like a sentimental value
By the
remake.
way-
Yeah, we made the graphic for you ahead of time.
like we were firing this
I
off
like
the second
anybody
you-
who messes with Photoshop before.
Yeah.
He's picking
Just,
up
we
where
want to
David.
figure out what would make people the most angry, and I think this is what we're doing.
Yeah, sure.
With Sandberg and a triple roll is all three.
Have it be the hardest thing to do. Like you're like, hey, what's the best thing? That we can-" Sure, definitely. Speaking of though, my name is Finnish. Jorma. It's Jorma, right? Which is I'm so surprised it's like the rolled R because it sounds like almost Spanish or whatever. But like, and then if you added an N to my last name, it would be Taccone, which is like a full-on Finnish name. So everybody who met me was like, "Oh, you're definitely," and then I obviously, and in no way I'm Finnish.
Did you speak?
No, they are very stoic culture, and I'm like, like, and so I just told this story on Reddit, so I might as well like. So when I was there, like first week, met like all my locations guys, whatever, very like mild mannered dudes, very sweet guys, sort of thing. But it was the end of the week. We all had a drink. I was like, yeah, take me out to some Thai bars, whatever. We start drinking, and then they're like, by the way, we are huge fans. We love Lonely Island. And I was like, dude, we've been hanging out 12 hours a day for 5 days, and you just mentioned this, right? So like that's the vibe of Finland. They're very just like mild mannered, whatever. Except for when I went to Helsinki, I was hanging out with like my producer Aram, who's like he goes hard. So he was like, let's hang out with all these guys. I was hanging out with like the who's who of like Finnish like Hollywood basically, and the vibe of like I've been to this party in the States, but like I'm just so I don't know who's who.
It's a relative,
but they're but like I'm like everyone's clearly like famous, right?
Yeah.
So those people are all very confident, like, and so this like these guys there's a bunch of people like on shrooms, and the guys are like, yo, you know what your name means, bro? You know what your name means? And I was like, what? And they were like, it means like a massive fucking cock. And I was like, what? And I had two people act out where they were like a veiny
Like,
fucking
that's
like
like-
using their wrist to act out veiny cock, and then be like, bow, bow, bow. And they're like, so nobody names their kids Jorma anymore.
Yeah.
And the guy who was in Sisu, like
Oh,
that,
is that great? Yeah,
his
it's
name's
Finnish, yeah.
Jorma, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people who were like, oh yeah, all my uncles are named Jorma, but like not like last year in Finland, 0 people named their kid Jorma. So,
It's like someone going by like Dick now, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
more people
yeah.
go by Dick anymore.
like
yeah.
nobody's calling their
People
kid
like Richards out there, you gotta go by Dicks again. Like,
You know
Yeah.
what? With people naming their kids' names crazy, every kid like that I know now has like a pretty interesting. Go back to Dick. You know what I mean?
I just saw an article yesterday, like some guy in Germany got like arrested, and his name is Adolf. I'm like, how are they still naming people Adolf?
Well,
there?
how old though? You mean like a
He wasn't
teenager?
that old. He was like in his 30s. I'm like, how are you still naming kids Adolf? That one's just got to go.
Yeah.
Okay, they lost.
Come on, man.
They lost the rights on that one.
Yeah.
Again, obviously, Over Your Dead Body, it's amazing. We have to talk about so many other things as well if we can. Pop Stars that's one of our favorite movies. We love Pop
dude,
Stars
thank you.
so much.
Thank you.
And I think you parodied, it was kind of prophetic in a lot of ways, I think, because it parodied like the U2 album, right? But then now you see so many brand deal nightmares with Pop Stars. You see fans begging for like nostalgia stuff versus new stuff, which is may not necessarily a new thing. The catchphrase verse is now basically what TikTok is. Like every pop song needs a catchphrase verse for them to get viral on TikTok. It's kind of funny, like how much it's been able to just sort of prophesize.
Well, when we were writing, there was stuff that we had to take out because it like then happened.
Oh, like as
So
it's-
there was I can't remember, there was something with Nicki Minaj that we wrote. I can't remember what it was,
God.
but then the real crazy one was we wrote something where in the movie he has his turtle Maximus, right? And so he had a deal with Nike for the Air Maximus, and it was a shoe that bombed, which was your big toe sticks out of it like a turtle head. So it was animal themed Air Max.
Yeah.
And then right when we wrote it, and then it came out that Macklemore had a salmon themed Air Max.
No fucking
Because of like
way.
Seattle, and we were like, "Oh my god!" Like he's gonna think we're making fun of him.
Connor
Now.
Frioleski is already he's so close to Macklemore already visually. Man, that's crazy.
Well, definitely. I mean, the Equal Rights song was definitely a little bit of a nod to like the beginning of that
Yeah.
Macklemore song.
Dude, Ringo at the end of that.
Just
oh,
like thou
so
doth
good.
protest.
Yes.
Gotta ask about this. The War of the Worlds sound with the helmet.
Oh,
The
yes.
helmet.
Do you know the backstory of this?
Somewhat. Like, how does, like, I know that you couldn't get the rights and then somehow Spielberg came through for you. Is that
So
okay.
So whenever you make a movie, right? Like
Yeah.
then there is a legal like the legal teams from the studios like comb through it. I don't know how many lawyers are involved, but they comb through it. Our like legal document was 70 pages. The movie is 80 whatever minutes. Like it was 70 pages with like 5 notes per page. So it was like everything was a problem. Like you can't say this, da, 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 like this footage, like whatever. And then and that one, they literally wrote like we had a phone call with them because we were like, yeah, like War of the Worlds, and they were like, you expect us to talk to to call up Oscar-winning filmmaker Steven Spielberg and ask him to use his War of the Worlds sound. In the movie, I have this crazy head, like this like DJ head that's put on my head, put on me, like it's very embarrassing sort of thing. It has like crazy light that shoots out, and it also for no reason makes the sound that we wanted to be the War of the Worlds, like whoa. Oh, I actually have it on my phone, but it's like the tripod sound. It's incredible. And so and then we were like, yeah. Like hit him up, like what Spielberg had done a Laser Cats, so like we knew him from that. So I guess we could just hit him up and be like, "Yo, you remember us from Laser Cats?" And we brought him an email and just got a response back, being like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah, that's amazing.
What a guy.
Yeah, great guy.
You
Good
had so many,
filmmaker.
so many great cameos in it. Were there any that you tried to get but couldn't get? Was there one like White Whale or something?
Only people that, because I don't want to like put anybody on
Sure.
blast, like this was not because of anything. It was like it was so hard to get people because their tour schedules. Like it's like Gaga was on tour, like so like we put out a lot of feelers to people like Rihanna. Like we were so close to getting her to do a bit, but it was just that like her tour
Timing,
didn't allow it for. And then we also were gonna maybe get Ninja from Diane Ward and Yolandi to be in it, but then their visa ran out.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Just wrapping up on kind of the Lonely Island stuff, or we'll get more into Hot Rod in a second, I guess. But I would consider you all like the forefathers of like internet age humor. Like, but did you realize in the moment, like 20 years ago, when you start uploading sketches, like did you realize what you were doing, or did you have any sense of like the long-term effects you were having and the influence?
No,
at all.
I mean, I think that it was weird for us to go from like putting stuff online on our own website, which was like we were sort of like pretty early on with that because you couldn't like the download speed and just even housing your stuff was hard. Like, and it was like I think at the time it was like heavy.com, Atom Films, iFilm, and you had to like literally send in like a VHS tape and then have them approve it and put it on their site, kind of thing. And we had some stuff that was on like Heavy and da-da-da, but our stuff was housed on Akiva's brothers, like really tech savvy. So he was able to like get us onto his website. I'm not going to name the name of the website that we were on and where we housed stuff. And then, but we occasionally like we would get like a hey guys, like this thing blew up this month. Like you owe me $1,000 for like the bandwidth, right?
The other way.
But this was so early days that like honestly like when we got agents, their upload speed wasn't fast enough to watch our stuff online. Jeez. So we literally had to send in a VHS. VHS tape is like a large cassette tape that plays movies. But that's how we had to like send in our stuff. So this is such early days. And then within 5 years, like when we get on SNL, we're making the same stuff that we'd been making for a long time. But we would borrow a video camera. We had an XL1 Canon, so then we would just borrow it from our friend. We'd make these little videos, put them up on our own thing, and then then we make Lazy Sunday. That's the first like the Chronicles of Narnia rap video thing, and then when we make that, it's literally the next day that it aired on SNL, and it's the same shit we've always been making, same tone, like whatever. So to have something that you're so used to being like, this is what we make, and then have the platform of SNL and be like, whoa, this has legs. Like one, you're airing on this crazy platform.
Yeah.
Like at the time, like I think 6 million people were watching the show, whatever. It has gone down because then there was 1,000 shows after that. Yeah. But it was the next day that Akiva's brother was like, hey, it's on this site called YouTube. And we were like, oh, cool, like whatever. And then it was big on YouTube. Like it was like, so we got intrinsically linked with the rise of YouTube because all the articles had to be like, and there's things like this, like Lazy Son. So yes, like we got tied to the internet, but it was all from like putting stuff on SNL and then having the second life.
More of like a byproduct than like intention.
Yeah, but we got lucky. We got like it was also so like if it wasn't us, it was gonna be somebody else.
Yeah.
So then it's like all of the things that we were making were then going on this thing, and it was wild though. Like especially to make stuff that is like there's stuff in Lazy Sunday that is directly referencing like other things that we had made. Like we made this song called The Heist. There's like lines that's like instead of like snack attack motherfucker, that's like Gamma Mia motherfucker, and like so it's just weird like know, to have that happen. It was bugged out.
We want to end up with something we call it the six pack of rapid fire questions.
Great.
First of which being,
I'm clearly not good at giving short answers, but I'll try.
Fast as you can. No, take what you want. What was the hardest Lonely Island song to make for you guys?
I'll tell you that we tried to crack a song that was like a party jam, like the Black Eyed Peas have that, like like Mazel Tov, and like and it feels a little pandering to like every occasion. And we've always wanted to make a song that was either gonna be like every occasion, like it's Thursday and it's Friday and it's like whatever. It just never worked out. Like we can't crack that song. And then there was on the polar opposite of that, we wanted to make a song for Halley's Comet return, and was gonna be like, this is a party jam about Halley's Comet 19 in the 2054, might as well buy the song now because you don't want to be left out. That didn't work either. It just didn't. Those concepts don't work apparently.
In honor of your film,
Thank
Over
you.
Your Dead Body,
Yes.
what is your favorite Scandinavian movie?
Oh God, Scandinavian movie. What was this is gonna make me sound like I fucking don't have Anatomy of a Fall is great.
Yep. Amazing.
And that reference to I'll just go with that because that like when that 50 Cent thing comes on, you're like, whoa, this is some other shit.
Justine Triet.
I love it. I love that. Yeah, so I'll go with that one for now.
What was your favorite skit that never made it to air on SNL?
Mugless, and you can hear about like a whole episode that we did on our podcast about Mugless. It was very uncool. It's just me being a total dickhead in real life, and then Will Ferrell playing me as a dickhead in an office setting.
Because you are a producer on it, do you have a favorite I think you should leave skit?
Oh, God, I love the Bob Odenkirk.
Triples is best.
Yeah, triples of the road.
She's the most beautiful woman in the world.
That one's amazing. I love the Pay It Forward one.
Yeah,
That's
so
incredible. But like even you guys' reaction, I could literally name any
Every single
sketch
one.
and
You'd
be
be
like,
like,
oh,
yeah,
that one. Oh,
that was the best one.
Kiva directed the one with Fred, like
Fred Willard as
the
Rose. He's like the
that's so funny.
He's the organist.
Yeah, and his name is New Joe.
Yeah, New Joe.
Yes, New Joe. Yeah, those guys are incredible.
Who do you think the funniest people in comedy are right now? Just some of your favorites, personal.
I always gravitate towards people who scare me a little bit. You know what I mean? Like so, like and people who I don't understand how they do what they do. You know what I mean? So like, the things I've been asked about recently that I like that maybe like are a little weird. Like, Haha, You Clowns is amazing. Have you seen that on HBO?
No.
Oh, dude. Oh,
It's on HBO.
Yeah. Haha, You Clowns.
I've seen pictures from this.
Like anything by Nathan For You, like Nathan, like he's incredible. Honestly, I think you should leave. I think is amazing.
For sure.
And then I like a lot of British comedy. I just got to work with Julian from Mighty Boosh, and like that guy I've put on a pedestal forever. But I'm trying to think of other.
You know, I had a good one. Carter O'Malley had the great video recently. Did you see the Irish Highness?
the Irish.
Connor's amazing.
God, his brain is on another level.
And that one that I mean, also James Acaster is
Oh, yeah.
unreal. I love Shang Wang. He has a new special. But yeah,
Damn.
check out Shang Wang.
We're in a
He's
good
hilarious.
spot now. I feel good about where comedy's at
Yeah.
right now. It feels good. And then finally, hypothetically, if like money was not like a thing, like you have an unlimited budget, you won the lottery, but you can only spend it on making a movie.
Yeah.
What movie are you making?
I've been making a.
God.
So I fell off a ladder, right? Like that. Like
I heard about this. Yeah.
So like I could have died. I'm glad I didn't. I'm very glad I didn't. But while convalescing, I was making, for no reason, I shot a scene with my daughter where she's like playing two roles. It's like a princess, like action adventure. It just became this, because after I shot it, I was like, she's pretty good.
Yeah.
And she's 5 years old. So and I'm making her say crazy shit. And then so I made this like 6-minute action adventure starring my whole family, including my dog, sort of thing. And I was like, dude, I would love to make this into an actual feature, like in the way that like they made Holy Grail for like $400,000. Like it was a lot more than like if you whatever.
We just need George Harrison to come in.
But honestly, like I would love to make like a full feature with like 5-year-olds.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
That would be
Yeah,
amazing.
you wrote a children's book too, right?
I did.
So I mean, you got the I think the
Yeah,
skill
it's called
set.
Little Fox in the Wild Imagination, and
go.
there's another one I'm working on right now. So yeah.
Oh, amazing. So again, Over Your Dead Body, we saw it, we really liked it. And again, the bar is hot. When you hear Scandinavian remake American, there's the walls go up. You're like, oh boy, I don't know.
Yeah.
No matter who's in it. And then, man, it's good. And
But
then
just know that the director Tommy
Big
loves
part of
it. So yeah.
and then I watched the original, and I was like, this is justice. This is pure justice.
Thank
which
you.
on Netflix too
Thank
as
you.
well.
Yeah, no.
So-
High praise.
Yeah. So
high
thank you
praise.
so much for joining us. Make sure to check it out.
All right, time for the next 10 movies in our top 50 movies of the century, 2000 through 2025. Here is 50 through 31. Interstellar, Wind River, Road to Perdition, The Big Short, Boyhood, Memories of Murder, Before Sunset, Memento, Sideways, Sicario, Michael Clayton, Nope, The Worst Person in the World, Get Out, City of God, In Bruges, The Martian, Dune Part 2, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, and Mission Impossible Fallout. I will note before we move on, though, Gooch said it on Twitter. He didn't say it on here. He had a gripe with one of the movies on the list. What was it? You didn't say it during our discussion.
Oh, what was it good?
Well, I started looking at it, and I'm looking at it, and I see The Martian 13 spots ahead of Road to Perdition. I think that is worth discussion. That is worth discussion. Also, Jeff, we were a little too unfair to Klemmer, as many people pointed out in our YouTube comments and on the Spotify comment section, that Road to Perdition did have pretty much the same number of Oscar noms and wins as Dune Part 2. There is a respect for that movie. There is a respect. Klemmer maybe respects it a little too much, but
You saw it. You liked it a lot. Like everyone, other than Kirk, pretending to hate it.
No, I
Everyone-
did not. I did not. It's fine. I did not
I don't
like
hate
it a
it.
lot. I'm not
It's
gonna
never
let
discussed.
you
No
put
one's
those
other than
words
us.
in my mouth.
Other than
It's
us, no one's
old.
had a conversation about it in 25 years.
Well, yeah, but in 25 years, like it's
Good
at a
point. Yeah, I guess
disadvantage
that's a good.
that
That's a
it
good
came
point. You're
out
right. That's a
last
good point. That's right. That's a good point. Good point. Good point.
Again, the cultural impact of Dune Part 2 is significantly larger than Road to Perdition. That's like not. I don't even know if that's how is that even a
Culturally, yes.
debate.
But that's not what we're doing here. It's not. I don't care about that. I care about what's the best movies. I don't give a fuck if it's still in the zeitgeist.
And then critically speaking, and by audience, reviewed better.
I don't know if that's necessarily.
It is no, that is true. That's not even that's not even an opinion.
He's right. It got the same amount of Oscar nominations. I don't know what to tell you, Jeff. I mean, when it came out, Road to Perdition was a movie that was appreciated. Was Dune 2 slightly more appreciated? Sure. But I don't know. Like,
Definitely
I
not
don't know what
slightly
to tell
more.
you.
It's a
I
significant
also
step of
don't
more
give a
appreciated.
fuck. Like, I think it's the
Critically
best.
speaking.
Critically, okay, great. So it got a better, a slightly better Rotten Tomatoes score. 25 years. I don't care. I think Road to Perdition's better.
I agree.
I think a lot of people don't like Dune. They check out. It's like it's not like it's this like wildly accepted great movie. It's really not. Like there's a big chunk of people that don't like it.
Not
And
even close.
I think
There's
Lord of the
more people who
Rings-
dislike Road to Perdition. That's a crazy take.
No, I don't think people
I actually disagree. I think most people just don't give a fuck about.
Don't
Road to
know.
Perdition.
Maybe not even know it exists.
old.
Right, just apathy. That's all. Like I don't think. I just think it's not a movie. My thing is, you're right, Klemmer. If you like I have movies on my list that like made no money at the box office, but like I just don't think it's a very good movie. That's all. That's why do I like it or not like it? I don't like it. That's
I can't
all.
wait to see
It's a question of taste. That's all.
Right. But I think you're somewhat full of shit. I think because, like I said,
It's my favorite movie. I'm hiding. I'm in the closet over it. I think about it all day.
That's the difference. That's the difference.
What's the difference?
But what's the diff? They're.
Because he'll shit on me for Road to Perdition, but he won't shit on you for Dune Part 2. That's the difference. That's the hypocrisy.
Well, but you said it's your favorite movie of the century. Number one.
Well, I don't understand. What do you?
Number one. I think the movie stinks. So like, I'm gonna give you shit for that.
You don't think it stinks.
I do.
No, you don't.
Call Ryan Minahan right now. I saw with him in Tingsboro, AMC Tingsboro. With him, I walked out. I said, "This is a fucking bummer."
He uploaded his scores to Letterboxd 8 months ago. He gave it a 78 out of 100.
All right, 78. That doesn't stink.
Number one this century. You have it number one this century by that standard.
So that's what I'm saying. That proves my point.
It's a C plus. It's a C plus.
But I guess my point is you have a number one that is widely considered
Gooch's
like
fault.
in the B's.
A Martian for. Good.
Your number one of all time is widely considered like, or widely rated like in the B range, in the 80s range.
Sure.
One that I have in like the high teens is widely rated in the A's. So that's not
rated by.
But I don't know. That's I don't the hypocrisy.
The War of the Range is a fair. It's like I think that's more widely accepted as like a great movie than the Dune movies are.
I don't know, man. I think you're highly underrating how.
Do you think it's a better movie than The Godfather?
Dune is.
No, I think Godfather 1 is the greatest movie of all time.
You think it's better than Godfather 2?
Road to Perdition?
Yeah. Yes.
Klemmer, don't even think about that. Don't
say it. Say it. Have some fucking balls and say it.
Stop. Let's get into the list. Let's get into the list. Chris, stop talking.
I have it pretty.
No, Gooch, you started this. Gooch, you started it. You got a fucking answer for himself.
I'm a Klemmer-holic. I can't quit him. All right. I need
better
him.
than Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, I don't love Apocalypse Now. I don't love it.
I love it. God bless you. God bless you.
I also like. So but I bet Jeff thinks. Jeff, do you think the Dune movies are better than Apocalypse Now and better than some of these other movies that are mentioned?
Not better than the Godfather movies. No.
Okay.
I think they're very good. I mean, again, it's like 40%. 40% of people who've seen Dune Part 2 have rated it 5 stars. 8% have rated Road to Perdition 5 stars. Like,
hold on, Klemmer. Do you think it's better than Godfather 2? Do you think it's better than Godfather 2? I don't care about the rate. Do you think it's better?
Road to Perdition better than Godfather 2. I enjoy Road to Perdition more than Godfather 2. Yes. I think Godfather 2.
You should literally be executed. You should be on that dumb ram, that fucking thing you go every day to Roosevelt Island. They should fucking throw you off it. They should fucking throw you off it.
Ash.
I know you have the balls to say it. I know.
No, it's not that. I don't have the balls. It's that you're full of shit because Jeff, meanwhile, will say he thinks.
I'm supposed to rearrange.
My point is, dude.
I have kids. Hold on. I have kids. I have to rearrange my fucking schedule so this idiot can watch the fucking Mets and he thinks fucking Godfather 2 is not as good as that movie. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Mets aren't home today.
The fucking Mets have lost 96 games in a row. My wife is around this idiot.
What time do you want to record?
Putting fucking ice cream in his fucking mouth and watching this shit team play baseball. And he thinks the Godfather 2 stinks? Are you fucking nuts?
What time do you want to record?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We can change the recording.
My whole point is,
you guys kicked me off the private text. I don't even know what it is. I'm not even allowed to text. I'm on there.
My point is, you could absolutely go through my movies and find ones that perfectly, like Slumdog Millionaire is probably a better example of that. Like, I love it, probably significantly more than most people do. Where I would totally get that, but I just think you vastly underrate Dune. That's my whole point. Like, there's movies that I think absolutely fit the bill for what you're saying. I just haven't thrown them out there yet. That's my point.
Okay. I don't know. Like my whole point is that I'm gonna get shit, but you won't. That's my point.
Baby.
Yep.
When I mention Slumdog Millionaire, we'll see if he gives me shit. That's a better.
I love that movie so much. Klemmer, it's my favorite.
Yeah, you
movie.
do. I know you've always.
So you'll just sit there quietly and
you won that. You won.
Oh, he's a fucking idiot. Oh, yeah. We know.
We'll see if anyone comes up today.
Song and dance.
Beat the Mets. Greet the Mets.
Oh, they stink.
Guaranteed.
We'll see if any of them come up today. Here we go. Here we go. The first movie's on 4 out of 5 lists, which I think is only the. Is that the first time it's happened so far? I think it is. I think it's the first time we've had 4 people with the same movie, and it happens a couple times today. Number 30, the 30th ranked movie of all time. There was a little bit of, I don't want to say controversy, of debate about this, because technically it came out in 2011, but the one that we're ranking came out last year. The 30th ranked movie of the century, 2000 to 2025, according to us, is Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. 65 for me, 14 for Kirk, 40 for Klemmer, 49 for Gooch. Not on your list, Kenjac, though I assume close, right? I assume it can't be that far off.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino's 2011 movie, but we are ranking it as one, as Tarantino retroactively tries to make us think about it as one movie. So he can worm his way into whatever rules he's made up for him not making more movies. Klemmer, I'll let you go, Klemmer. 40th on your list, but very high.
Yeah, I think it is one movie because that was Tarantino's intention before Harvey Weinstein separated them. I think it's brilliant. I mean, visually it's stunning, and the Uma Thurman performance is so good. I didn't really grow up with the kung fu stuff in the 70s, so this felt very new and inventive to me. It still kind of does. It ages really well just because it's so amazingly shot, and whenever it's on TV or whenever I see it there, I'm always hooked in, and I'll watch until the end of either being part 1 or part 2, or if it's a kind of marathon, I'll hook into the whole thing. Maybe not Tarantino's in probably my back half of his catalog, but that's what a great catalog, and this is an easy one. This definitely belongs on the list.
Kirk, 14th for you, very high.
Yeah, definitely very high. Love it. One of the few times I'm a huge Warren Beatty fan, and he was approached initially to be Bill. He said no. So did Costner, but they wound up getting the absolute right guy for the role. Like literally the perfect casting. And it works seamlessly as a movie. I remember going to see it when it first came out and thinking that it felt strange that they just kind of chopped it up right there. And he was saying it at the time. But yeah, a great ride. Like just tremendous. And it's pretty high up on the Tarantino list for me, honestly. Yeah, I really like it. Obviously, I'm 14.
Yeah, it was great to see it in theaters last year. It really was. That was awesome. Had anyone watched it, but even if you watch them back to back, there's a seamless way in which the whole bloody affair was released. It just works and flows fucking perfectly. It was just awesome. Like that's one of those ones where, like, I kind of just like smiled when that movie started. You're like, damn, it's like, this is cool getting to see this. Like, I didn't see it in theaters when it came out. The first Kill Bill. So yeah, I fucking just awesome.
I don't even know who won Best Actress those 2 years, but there's no way that they're better than Uma Thurman was in that movie. Like, there's no chance.
Oh, I said 2011. I read my thing wrong. 2003 Kill Bill, obviously initially when it came out, but yeah. Mm-hmm. And shout out Daryl Hannah, who got Daryl Hannah just completely railroaded in the JFK Jr. show. Just fucking brutal.
Sorry, go ahead, in our top 50. Yeah, Fortnite in our top 50.
If you guys ever played the Fortnite, I think that's just as good as watching the movie, playing as the bride.
I haven't had that pleasure yet.
So that's 30th. The next movie on our list after Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. How about this? Just talked about this kind of. It's on 4 lists. It's on my list, it's on Kirk's list, on Kenjac's list, it's on Klemmer's list. It's not on Gooch's list. That is 2001 Steven Soderbergh's Ocean's 11. Ocean's 11 comes in at 29. My favorite movie of all time, 40th on my list. A movie that I feel like a little. The way it's talked about is almost too like cavalier and casual, because like I do think it's like legitimately excellent, but it's almost talked about like it's like a fun. They're hanging out, having a good time in Vegas, but it's like I don't know. It's like.
Did you say it was your favorite movie of all time is 40th on your list?
Yeah, favorite doesn't have to mean best. Favorite doesn't mean best. Like I love it. It's my favorite movie, but I don't think it's better than The Godfather. I don't think it's better than Empire Strikes Back.
Like Rocky 3 is probably my favorite movie. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but I think it's great. I think it's legitimately a 90s, like 95 plus movie. I think it's
a great movie.
Viewed as a movie that is like a fun, good time hangout, which no, it's like I think it's excellent. Like I think it's an excellent movie. I think the cast has an unbelievable chemistry for being how big it is. I love it. Other thoughts? I mean, other people have higher. Klemmer and Kenjac, you have it a little higher. You have 33 and 32.
Yeah. it's excellent. I mean, like you're saying, the cast being that big and all of them getting a chance to shine. There's really not like a wasted second in the movie. Like there's no scene where it drags or whatever. Like every single scene is so sharp. You know who's really kills me in it is Elliot Gould. Every time Elliot Gould comes on screen and just delivers like the funniest line delivery you've heard in the entire movie. It's great. I love the movies. I like all of them to a degree, except for Ocean's 8, I guess. But Ocean's 11 is really it's right there.
It was kind of one of the first times too. Sorry, Clem. One of the first times where a guy like Damon, like this is, well after Good Will Hunting, kind of slides into like their third or fourth role. Like that was not happening a lot when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s. Like big stars were not saying, you know what, I'll be the third banana, the goofball to the two cooler guys. When Damon was a big star on his own at that point, honestly, sort of a big Soderbergh accomplishment pulling this off. Like he's kind of the MVP of this whole thing.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. When you saw that he was like third build in the poster, it was shocking. Like he's Matt Damon, and then this is such that much star power in this movie. It's also one of the best like edited movies ever. It's just, like right up there.
There's
with,
so
like,
much
very
Soderbergh
crisp,
magic.
yeah.
like, Goodfellas is probably number one, but like it's there in that argument.
And it's why I hate on the new ones they're trying to make. He's not involved. That's him. He's the lifeblood of these. It's why Logan Lucky works. I'll see him. I whatever. Ocean's 8 bad. Like but without him, it's just not the same. I mean, it's also the remake of a fucking horrific movie. The Rat Pack version is just fucking dreadful.
Bad.
So not on your list, Gooch.
No, I'll save my thoughts on the Oceans franchise when we get to 12. I'm assuming it's coming up here soon. Yeah. But the laser fields.
But even like,
I love that movie.
quickly with 12, even like, I don't love the Julia Roberts bit in 12, but like, that's like, Soderbergh like takes swings and does things. It's like, many other people do, and he typically lands them. So, Ocean's 11,
I do.
yes.
I like it. By the way, Jeff, we do have a YouTube video. Like one of our most viewed videos on our channel is a video you put up 6 years ago that's titled "Ocean's 11 is a perfect movie." Perfect.
Yeah. I mean, that's the clickbait title.
All right.
I mean,
Do you not think it's perfect? I think it's pretty close.
No, if I'm rating it objectively, not as like this is my favorite movie of all time. No, I think it's in the high 90s. I really like it. I mean, I also like one of my favorite movies of all time is Small Soldiers, but like I grew up with it. It's like it's not a great movie. Shout out
When we did the
rest in peace
90s.
to Harmon.
When we do the 90s, we'll get that on the list.
But I will defend it as like I think it's better than people even give it credit for, even though people do like it. But I think it's better than people just like, oh, it's an enjoyable, fun movie. Anyway, 29th on our list. In terms of movies we've rewatched this century, this is easily number one for me. Easily number one. I've watched it probably more than all of them. But I will say Mission Impossible Fallout's probably sneaking up on that list. 28, very high on the list here for Kenjac and Gooch, a top fiver for Gooch. This got a horrific remake a few years ago, and that is 2003, Park Chan-wook, unbelievable, by the way. Park Chan-wook, fucking just decades, just ripping great movies. 61 for me, Kenjac 12, Gooch 5, that is Old Boy, which Old Boy will easily have the hallway scene, one of the most iconic scenes out of any movie on this list. I'll stand by that, even though I had it 61. I mean, still high, great fucking movie. Gooch, I'll let you go. Number 5 on your list.
Yeah, just a fucking swaggering, goddamn fun time. Just a mean-spirited movie that just rips from start to finish, and is clearly like there's something there that's just magical because action movie after action movie that's come out since has really taken notes and directly homaged it many times in the 20 short years that it's been around. I mean, I love Park Chan-wook, but I think this is the peak of the mountain for him so far.
Right there with
Kenjac.
It's like you said, super mean-spirited, a great way to describe it. Like, doesn't really hold your hand on anything. Like, the big twist towards the end is incredible, super original, kind of disgusting, I guess is the best way to put it. And then, again, like you said, the hallway fight scene is like one of those ones etched up in action movie history as like one of the best of all time, in my opinion. So, got to be up there.
Old Boy, Klemmer, Kirk, any thoughts on Old Boy? Obviously, the Park Chan-wook one, not the remake. From Spike Lee.
Yeah, Spike Lee one's a
banned.
tough watch. That's a tough watch.
He's banned from remaking Asian movies.
Yeah,
He's absolutely
him, and then the highest to low. Oh, maybe don't do those anymore.
Yeah. No, I like it. Yeah, not on my list, but I do like it. But yeah, I could not believe how bad I mean, like, a shockingly bad remake.
unreal.
Same. I like this a lot. It just didn't make my list.
Yeah. I feel like he almost killed Brolin's career. That was like kind of like He was like right at the lowest.
It is kind of crazy
right?
he escaped that one. Does that help that Spike Lee probably takes the brunt of that and that like kind of shields him a little bit?
Sure. Yeah. It's like that and like Jonah Hex in like back-to-back years, basically. It was not great.
Jonah Hex.
30, Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. 29, Ocean's 11. 28, Old Boy. 27 on my list, Kirk list, and Klemmer's list. That is 2025's Ryan Coogler's Sinners. Came in top 30 for me, 34 for Kirk, 23 for Klemmer. Kirk, I know you're a big Sinners guy like myself, which also, by the way, not on Kenjac and Gooch's list, but I assume also incredibly close because you guys were just as high on this as we were this last year. But
it's kind of one of these ones. I mean,
Sinners.
we've talked about it so much over the last year. I don't know how much I want to add to it, but it was a great in theater experience. I think it should have won Best Picture. I think 15 years from now, people will say it should have won Best Picture. Deserving Best Actor winner, I think, absolutely. Just a great, and also like my favorite post credits or during credits scene in years. I love that scene. I think I watched that scene like a lot. So I just,
it's rare they're like necessary. That was like necessary. Like it
just worked. Like it just
it's great.
I left the theater just on a, this is one of our great filmmakers in the middle of just we talk about this all the time where it's sort of a trap where you're afraid to say, like, is this Spielberg? Is this whoever? And it's like, well, I mean, look at the body of work here. Like, what, does it have the same cultural impact as E.T.? No, probably not, or Raiders. But like in terms of making movies, the next 20 years, I'm locked in. I hope these two guys make, 6 more movies together.
The music scene when it changes,
unbelievable.
That's maybe one of the greatest, if not the best scene of the century, and it's going to be played until we're all along in the dirt. Like that. That's incredible scene.
Yeah, it's again, I've said it on here. It's like Kirk just said, we've talked about it a billion times already, this movie, but that was one, like, that's a scene where like I literally sat forward in my chair in the theater. I was like, holy fuck. Like, whoa, like this is crazy. Like this guy's doing shit that just no one else is doing. He's got his own vision, executes it great. Fucking Sinners is awesome. And I do think
Angel Studios will not have a movie that features cunnilingus as a plot device, you're saying? And
hell no.
They're not going to happen this year.
It would approve.
Won't happen. It's not going to, okay.
I like One Battle quite a bit, but I do think this is going to be the one that ages the best and just is kind of timeless. And people like kind of discover down, years down the line, maybe they haven't seen it or whatever. Sinners, 27. 26 on my list, on Klemmer's list, on Gooch's list. Top 20 for me in Klemmer. And that is Christopher Nolan again, 2020's Inception. I loved it when I first saw it, but it's kind of a movie that I've just loved more and more over time. Klemmer, I'll let you go first, so you have it as a top 20. Nolan's 2020 and 2010 Inception.
Yeah, I mean, what a creative, interesting way to look at kind of something that has been kind of hashed out in movies and even television. Like Sopranos does dreams really well, and but you've had dreams just throughout cinema, and I think the way Nolan was able to capture it and make it an action movie with this incredible cast and something that I don't know, like it's been out for a long time now. Christ, for over 15 years. Think about how you felt leaving the theater. Like it gave you so much to chew on and think about for days, weeks, months after. Like this was a movie that, and I think it's just imminently rewatchable, which I don't necessarily think is the most important qualification for a great movie, but it just is because there's so much involved in it and so much visually to look at, but also like to think about. This really hit all the boxes for me, and this was the movie that kind of let me know. Obviously, Memento. Nolan had made really good movies before this. This was when I was like, oh my gosh, this is like one of our film geniuses working right now.
Yeah, no, I think this is brilliant, and the criticisms that get lobbed at it, I think, are just so unfair. Like there's two sides of it. There are it's a smart movie for dumb people, which I think is that's dumb. It's like Nolan's real strength has always been takes high concept stuff and makes it super digestible for mass audience, and that's like this movie I think is the prime example of that. Like if you can't figure this movie out in 2 watches, you might actually be stupid. Like probably are. Like this is not that complicated. It's easy to follow, and then also every fucking performance in this movie, people just show up. Tom Hardy shows up for like 3 minutes and just knocks the doors down. Like there are so many great performances across the board in this film. I I love Inception.
I do agree. I hate when people talk about how like, damn, this shit's a fucking, it's a mind fuck. How do you get? It's like, I don't know. It's like, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's not that. Like, I always joke, Tenet, I accidentally understood. Like, because Tenet, I get it with Tenet. Tenet, you can be like, what the fuck is happening here?
Right.
This, I never got. And I also, I love ambiguous endings, even though it's not that ambiguous. Like, it is, but it isn't. And I've always loved what he said about it. It's like, the whole point is he doesn't care if it's a dream or real. At that point, he's home, he sees his kids, they can turn around, he can see their face, and it doesn't matter at that point whether the top stops or not. Like, it's that he's like, that's beside the point. So, but I thought it's kind of a beautiful movie in that sense, and music fucking great score, awesome, just layered and edited, which all of his, obviously all Nolan stuff is edited to perfection. Like, that is like, this I think just edited in just an awesome fucking fun, engaging way. So yeah, I don't use the term badass too much, but also, like, I kind of throw that around with this movie. This movie's fucking awesome. Just kind of a badass movie. It's like, oh, it's sick. The hotel stuff, it's all great. Kenjac, Kirk, thoughts, Inception, before we move on? I know it's not one of your favorites, Kirk.
Yeah. I like The Intern better.
How about Hamnet?
No, but I like the part where I like when Rene Russo was like flirting with De Niro. That makes me laugh. Didn't make my list, but I like The Intern.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It'd be like just below this.
Yeah, it's Christopher. I mean, yeah, it didn't quite make it for me, but yeah, I like Insomnia and The Prestige better, but I don't know. Obviously, Klemmer, it took Klemmer till that to realize that Christopher Nolan's a good director. I don't really know.
No, I didn't say that.
The fuck he's talking.
I said we know he's a good director. I didn't think he was one of the greats. I thought he was one of the greats after that. Now he's like on the level of like, we're talking the greatest working directors.
You're saying like big scale. He pulled off. Yeah.
Scorsese, Tarantino, Nolan. You joined that company after Inception for me.
Oh wow, welcome. It's like the Five Timers Club.
That's right. Yeah. They got a jacket and everything. It's very nice.
The song being stretched out and making the famous reverbs and noises, like the music of this movie is fucking incredible, and how they did it and what they did.
Good Elliot Page performance too.
30, Kill Bill Whole Bloody Affair, 29, Ocean's 11, 28, Old Boy, 27, Sinners, 26, Inception, 25 on my list, Kirk list, Kenjac's list, top 25 for Kirk, top 15 for me. Damien Chazelle makes his debut on the list. 2014's Whiplash. Kirk, 24 for you.
Yeah. What's that face for, Klemmer?
I must just been like a just miss for me.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. Fantastic. Great. Now this to me is like
wait. Did you like forget it, or are you just saying it just missed?
No, I think it was a just missed. Yeah, okay. I'm looking here. Yeah.
This is a director arrival movie too, Klemmer, for me, for sure. Like, this is, an announcement, and obviously sort of J.K. Simmons became, big elevation for him, good lead performance. I mean, just sort of the frenetic energy of the movie. Everyone's talked about it. But definitely like a big time tension in the theater. You could feel the tension in the theater the whole time. Like it pulls it off. And a good, satisfying third act. Like which is a huge ask. I mean, there are a lot of good movies that have terrible endings or bad ones, and this one, I think, to me, not a false note in this movie. It works.
A perfect ending. A perfect fucking ending.
Might be the best ending on the list. I got one that I like better, but it's up there. That's a future list. Write that down. That's a future list. By the way, Gooch brought up a great point. We're going to do ranked choice for our future list. I think it's a better way to do it. Gooch mentioned that. That's a better way to do a list. But best endings, this is definitely going to be on my best endings list when we do that, because it is just. Again, ballsy's not the right word, but you just have to have a different wavelength, right? It's like some guys can just throw a football differently. That's just like, you got to have a different wavelength to have an ending like this and to go out there and just execute it and pull it off. And he pulls it off. J.K. Simmons, unbelievable. One of the most deserving supporting actor sweeps you'll ever see. Just dominated that award season and deserved this. Great speech, by the way. Call your parents. Good little speech when he won the Oscar. He's great. Teller, I like Miles Teller, but this is I don't like Teller's probably the top of his game with this. Simple, sure. Awesome. Doesn't try to do too much. Confined to a couple spaces here. Makes it feel a little claustrophobic with how intense J.K. Simmons is. Yeah, fucking dynamite movie. Always loved it. Always will. Love Whiplash. J.K. Simmons I also love J.K. Simmons too. So,
That's Whiplash. 14 for me, 24 for Kirk, 46 for Kenjac. Number 25 on our list, best movies of the century, 2000 through 2025. Next one's interesting. Next one is only on 3 lists, but technically, someone had another movie from the franchise that didn't make the list, but is on in terms of his list. 26 for me, 10 for Kenjac, 47 for Gooch. Kirk had the sequel, that is 2018 Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Kirk had Across the Spider-Verse on his list, which also is great. Just an awesome movie, by the way.
I call The Empire
very
Strikes
close.
Back of sequel, literally, of like it's a great film. Great film.
You were talking about endings. The ending of Across the Spider-Verse is fucking fantastic. Just fantastic ending. Yeah. I remember feeling like, I don't say like, oh shit in movies very often. Maybe I'm a dummy for not seeing it coming. At the ending of Across the Spider-Verse, I think Gooch, you, me, and Kenjac, we all saw it together.
Shitty Regal.
Horrible Regal in New York. Terrible Regal cinema. Gross popcorn. I think the speakers were actually like 6 seats ahead of us too, right? So we couldn't really hear much of the movie, and we still loved it. But yeah, it is Into the Spider-Verse. I mean, you want to talk about changing the game? Not many movies on here changed the game. This changed the game for animation. This said, like, Pixar, you're great and all. We're going to do something no one's ever done. And now you've seen movies like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mayhem, K-pop Demon Hunters, that kind of have different looks and styles. And Spider-Verse is fucking... They're both incredible movies. Kenjac, 10 for you, though.
Yeah, I think it's just like, it's such a kind of like a triumph in that, first of all, like Spider-Man movies, we had already seen at that point a million of them, and we've already seen them in the animated medium before. So it's a kind of an uphill battle to make it a more unique sort of look. And I think they did a great job there. It's like one of the most interesting and unique animated movies I've ever seen, especially like outside of like the Studio G stuff or even like anything American being made. Beautiful to look at, really well voice acted across the board. The story is just like, I think, so easy to latch onto from anybody, any grouping, kid, adult, doesn't matter. Really loved how it's just like very much like a work of art. Like a lot of the movies, even on this list, you might not think like, wow, that's a true work of art. Like this is a really like handcrafted work of art that I appreciate a lot. And I would agree, the second one, awesome as well. I think this one is just such like a kind of like an industry moment for me with animated movies. It's like, oh, this is what we can do. Like more people should be doing stuff like this. So love it. Love Lord Miller.
It's easy to forget how deeply unserious this movie was taken. Kenjac and I went and saw a screener for this. It was like a chore. We were like, ugh, like fucking the animated Spider-Man movie. Like, what are we? And remember, like, Homecoming was coming out or had just come out. What was the order of that? Was it about to come out?
Homecoming.
Or was it Civil War? Whatever it was, Tom Holland was like about to be Spider-Man, or was just Spider-Man. So it was, you're like, what the fuck are we doing here? I remember people had their phones out during the screening, which, if you put your phone out during a screener, you're kicked out. No, they didn't care. Nobody cared. Remember, we left the theater, we were like, what the fuck was that? That was like, that was great. What just happened? They didn't even know. I remember even like, you started talking about like, this could win an Oscar. People are like, no way. But like, no, it's like, this is legitimately great.
I thought the second one should have been nominated for Best Picture. Like, legitimately, just Best Picture.
I think both should have been. Yeah.
I mean, I love the first one, too. I just like the second one resonated more for me.
These movies are so great that I'm convinced that, like, most of this superhero stuff and comic book movies should be in the animated medium.
Probably.
Like, it's just so freeing, like, what they're able to accomplish and really bring to life the characters in a way that you just cannot do in live action. I also... Right? Yeah, like things like that. I
like him in the live action Daredevil, but Kingpin in the animated it hits differently. I don't know.
The physics of it. And you can have Jake Johnson voice a character. Like you can get these great voice performances and like roles that they really probably, on screen don't look correct for, but like you can put them in an animated film. I'd also say like it really understands the character. Like really does, and what resonates with people and why it's stuck around for so long. I cannot wait for the third one. I'm so excited.
Klemmer, where do you have these?
Haven't seen these.
What?
I have not seen these.
Why is he on this thing? Why?
I haven't seen the Spider-Man cartoon because kind of like what your attitude was, Jeff. Like going into it, you're like, I just don't.
Yeah, but this years ago.
By now,
like, it's known. What? Like it's known now. These are great movies.
No, that was why I never went and saw them. But I
there are other ways to see them now.
I know. I need
By the way, Kenjac, did you know last week when he hadn't seen In Bruges?
Yes, I knew because we've talked about it multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
There was
You
an
lit up
excitement
before
level on your face when I said In Bruges. You sat up in your chair. You're like, oh, he's about to say it.
Why is he not disqualified from this list? I don't even understand.
That stunned me. Because you're a comic
You
book
love-
guy.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Does
was like
Robbie
last
Fox
year with
know
that-
this? Because you're
it was
doing
like
the show
last
with
year with
Robbie.
that-
Yeah, we're doing the show, Rob. Yeah, I think he knows it. Yeah.
What was the baseball one last year and you didn't see forever? Did you even see it?
EFIS.
Did you see it?
EFIS. Still haven't seen EFIS.
EFIS, I invited you to the premiere of EFIS.
You love
Yeah, I believe
baseball.
first.
You love small. You're a fucking weirdo. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're an asshole.
This one's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, Chris. This is
See,
Bruges
yeah,
is forgivable. This is kind of crazy. Like
You gotta
This is
watch those
qualifying.
tonight. Watch those tonight. Come on.
I'm not home to watch them tonight, but I will watch them as soon as I can.
Okay.
I still gotta watch In Bruges. In Bruges is on my.
No, watch the Spider-Man. Both of them first.
In Bruges is less shot. In Bruges is less crazy to me though. In Bruges is less
Watch
crazy.
Spider
Like,
stuff?
I understand that.
What are you
A
doing?
little
Like,
bit,
yeah, you're doing a dumb show, Rob. Jesus.
Well, we haven't gotten here. We're in chronological order. It's 1991 in our world.
Klemmer saw what that new Spider-Man looked like, and he said no thanks.
That is part of it. We have
No, I
we
like-
do have a theme
no.
here. We do have a theme.
No, I see what you're saying. No.
That's true.
No.
As long as the mask's on, that's what he said to me. Like that's unbelievable.
Well, we're gonna know why he loved number 21 in a second. Then, but first up, number 23. Second time this person is on this top 10, or excuse me, and this iteration of 10 movies. This 30 through 21. This director shows up twice. 22 for me. I've been a longtime fan. Kenjac, 28, another longtime fan. Gooch, 32. Here's where it lands for Klemmer and Kirk. Damien Chazelle again, La La Land, 23. I am oh baby. I mean, look, I don't want to call it, it's not a guilty pleasure. It's a movie that won Best Picture for about 30 seconds. Obviously, it's like a well-received movie. Gets maybe like a little bit of like retroactive hate, right? I am a sucker for this movie. I used to tweet like, if you don't like La La Land, then fuck you. Like I don't care. Tell me every reason you hate it, and honestly, your reasons might be valid, but I'll always defend La La Land. Great music, fun performances. This is up there with a rewatch movie for me. I also love that Damien Chazelle just says "fuck you" at the end of this movie. Doesn't care. Doesn't want to pander to the audience. Watch this with someone who's never seen it before, who's kind of a sucker for like a heartfelt movie or like a rom-com or a romantic, and watch them react and get pissed off. That's the best part. Like, what the fuck? They don't end up together, but it's a beautiful ending too. It's perfect. It's perfect. I think I would have hated this movie if they end up together. But La La Land, 22 for me. Kenjac, we talked about La La Land a billion times on podcast microphones, but yeah, 28 for you.
Yeah, I think I've liked it more too as time has gone on. Like I enjoyed it a decent amount when it came out, I would say. But then like as I've rewatched it more and more, I've appreciated more of it. Especially with the more volume of movies I've watched too. Like seeing like what the stuff that Chazelle did, like the behind the scenes stuff, the stuff he homaged from. Like I appreciate a lot. Great performances, great songs too, super catchy. I think I forget which Oscars we were covering. We just listened to La La Land soundtrack the entire time. I forget which Oscars that was. But yeah. Really enjoy this movie quite a bit.
What's the song? I always say, what's the song that John Legend sings that you're supposed to hate that kind of is awesome? What's this?
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's like that's kind of like a meme too. They're like, aren't you start a fire? You're supposed to hate this song, but it's kind of catchy and kind of fun. Also, I do think the song that should have won Best Original Song should have been her song, Emma Stone's audition song, The Audition. I thought that was. I know City Stars is like the iconic song. It's like worked its way right into like Oscar. Like music and stuff, and like the music they use at the Oscars, but I thought that song was better. Yeah, I love La La Land. Kirk, Klemmer, where does it stand for you?
Go ahead, Klemmer.
Oh, it's a good movie, solid movie. I like this. I don't like love this movie like some people do. It looks amazing. It's certainly I can understand why people do love it. It's a good movie.
I think it's generational. I think if I was 20 years younger, I would have liked it a lot more. I like it. Also, by the way,
I get that
also
completely.
A huge hit. It made like $500 million worldwide. Like it was a big movie. And yeah, for whatever 26 seconds, won Best Picture. But yeah, like also like you kind of want to see those two back to another. They've done two together now. Like we'd like to see another one here. They're just good chemistry. Like that's a good pairing.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Yeah.
Even when he was performing the "I'm Just Ken,"
I'm
he
just
walked
Ken
up to
with her.
and
You're like,
he sang the mic at the Oscars. People were like, oh shit. I'll never forget being in the theater for Daredevil after this, not Daredevil, Deadpool after this came out. And what Klemmer just said is, I have no problem if that's your take on the movie. You're just like, it's fine. Like, I think a lot of people think that. I'll just irrationally defend it. I remember I saw Deadpool, and when Deadpool ended, this young kid behind me was like, oh, it was so much better than La La Land. And I was like, snapping, like, what the fuck? First off, what a ridiculous comparison to compare these movies, but I just got so angry. I'll always defend this movie. Love La La Land. Again, Oscar winner for 20. Oh, that was one of the. I was one of my worst tweets of all time. I said, I was like, to all the haters, La La Land, Best Picture winner.
Oh, no.
oh really?
I fired it off so quickly. I sent text to him like, there it is. It fucking won. And it immediately retracted. Next up, kind of from that same. We're kind of in the same era of like mid to late 2010s. 21 for me, 25 for Kirk, 36 for Kenjac. Shocked this isn't on Gooch's list. This actually blew my mind. I almost specifically asked if you forgot to put it on your list, and that is 2017 Greta Gerwig's Lady Bird. We didn't really talk about Lady Bird, but I know you like Little Women, right?
Yeah,
From Greta
love
Gerwig?
Little- I mean,
So
yeah,
I
that-
thought this
hopefully,
might be
hopefully
on
on the
there.
list. It's coming up, right?
Love Saoirse Ronan should have won Best Act. I will forever defend how incredible. I mean, it's a well-received movie, but I think she's so fucking good in this movie, and like almost too normal. Like she's almost so good at just being a normal teenage, like high school kid, that like it maybe was under rewarded that year, which it was. She didn't really win awards for it. She just nominated for everything. Kirk, you have it at 25.
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, I was kind of went in a lot of hype around it too, and went in and was really. And it's kind of a movie where, in a way, it helps me. Like I was talking about La La Land, sort of this next generation. Like Laurie Metcalf was almost like a stand-in for me in this movie. It was like good to have her there. I thought she was excellent. Performances all around great.
Great
Again, sort of an
performance.
arrival of a filmmaker that you're going to be on the journey with. I was not a Barbie fan. I guess I can. Can we come out of the water now? Are we safe to say that without But
Also not a fan. It was okay.
yeah, but great, like fantastic performances, and yeah, I really was very pleasantly surprised. Kind of went in thinking I'm not going to like it, and was totally blown away by this movie. A great movie that really, really still holds up. I just watched it maybe like 6 months ago. I mean, I know it's not 20 years old, but it's excellent. She is great. You're right. Great. Who won that year?
So there was the 5 nominations. I thought there was 4 fantastic nominees. Frances McDormand won for 3 Billboards.
Yep.
I want you guys to guess the 5th. Sally Hawkins, Shape of Water. Say we want about Shape. Well, she was very good in Shape of Water. Margot Robbie, I, Tonya. I thought was great in that role. Saoirse Ronan, Lady Bird. I think she should have won. Who was the 5th? A stinker movie.
This is 16. This is
classic
17
Oscar
movies?
nominated.
This is
Yeah,
17.
Annette
This would
Bening
be-
and Night Swim.
2017 movies, 2018 Oscars.
Julianne Moore in something. I don't know.
Oh, Juliet or something. Or
No, iconic director. Movie came out kind of quickly. Just does not belong in here at all. The person nominated will not shock you.
I know it is, Klemmer.
Meryl Streep.
Meryl
in The
Streep for the
Post?
Post.
Yes.
Oh,
You want to talk about, I mean, again, say what you want about Shape of Water, like whatever, like Sally Hawkins, McDormand, Margot Robbie, Saoirse. Those are 4 great performances that year. And
Yeah.
then you just have Meryl Streep in the Post.
Who beat Metcalf?
Metcalf lost to Allison Janney.
Oh, she was very good.
she was really good.
She was. I love Laurie Metcalf in this. I also love Tracy Letts in this in a small role. So I think
Yes.
he's great in this movie. A good kind of yin yang to Laurie Metcalf's character. So, yeah, I loved Lady
Also,
Bird.
like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood gets that shout out as like the the breeding ground for all the young stars. This is stacked with young
This is
talent.
crazy.
Like
I mean,
Crazy
Chalamet.
cat.
crazy.
Lucas Hedges, Chalamet, Beanie Feldstein, yeah. Odeya Rush, who was just in that. Odeya Rush was the daughter in that horrible Patrick Dempsey show.
Yeah.
oh yes, yes.
Never got
Right,
right.
yeah.
right. That's right. Jesus, wow.
What's the principal's name? That actor who plays the is he a principal or the guidance counselor? The squat man, and he's in the Dune movies too. You know what I'm talking about?
Shit. I don't know.
Steve McKinley Henderson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He has that one scene.
Catherine
where
Newton's in
Jesus-
this as well. Yeah. 21. Last one to round out our 10 for today before we get to our top 20. On 4 lists, on my list, on Kirk's list, on Kenjac's list, Klemmer has it the highest at 20. 2012, Quentin Tarantino's Django Unchained. Django Unchained, Klemmer, 20 for you.
Yeah, just
I bet.
great performances by Samuel. What do you mean? I bet. What do you?
I bet we all like. I'm saying we all like Django. I bet it hit like there's something connected with you to the film, right?
No.
Well, we all liked it. What are you talking about?
No. None of that nonsense. No, this is
Yeah, Klemmer's like, I love Christoph Waltz, DiCaprio, Goggins.
I started with Samuel
Don
Jackson.
Johnson.
Love Don
No, this to me is better than Kill, but this is more in like the mid range for me of Tarantino movies. And it's in what a library that's the case. Fantastic performances by obviously DiCaprio and Jamie Foxx. Christoph Waltz maybe not as great as we'd seen him a couple years earlier. In Inglourious Bastards, but Samuel
that's a
Jackson.
take though. I share that take with you. I've gotten crushed for that take before.
Really?
Where I feel like he wins almost for like a repeat. It's a different. Obviously, he's more of like a hero here.
Different role.
It was
Yeah, it's
surprising
good, but
win.
I've gotten crushed for that.
Yeah.
Very surprising.
Yeah.
Yes. And like I feel like in Inglourious Bastards, that is like one of the great villains of all time. This is just a really fun character you want to kind of go on this trip with, like an interesting character. But Samuel L. Jackson is the movie here. That role is one of the iconic roles in any Tarantino movie. Is what he's doing. I think it's Samuel L. Jackson's best Tarantino work. The movie's fantastic. DiCaprio, good for him for doing this. This is a fantastic movie.
See, I think this is one of Leo's best, like top 3 performance for him. I think he's so good. I wish you'd play more villains.
This should have been
wild in it. Yeah.
This should have been his win.
Yeah, he's
so?
really good.
It'd be for supporting those. They hate doing that. Like it's like, But I will say, like, if you go, I think we said this before, maybe. If you go back in my life, every 5 years, who the biggest movie star in the world is, whether it was Gibson or Cruise or Ford as a kid or Eastwood, there's no fucking chance those people are playing that role in this movie.
Never.
None.
No.
DiCaprio was the biggest star in the world, and he was like, "Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. I don't care. Like, who cares?"
The fact he wasn't nominated for it
that is wild.
is insane to me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Like
very.
that is batshit.
That is
it's
really
a stacked year in that role. I personally I loved out of the nominated. I loved Alan Arkin in Argo. I think it's simple, but I think he's so funny. I think he just nails every line he has.
He just won.
De Niro,
yeah.
Silver Linings Playbook. Philip Seymour Hoffman, The Master. Tommy Lee Jones, Lincoln.
Oh,
You could say that like Waltz is the 3rd best supporting actor in the movie.
That's my biggest issue with. I think he's good, but I think DiCaprio is like better.
He's on another planet, and like it's crazy too because not only are they all great, like you go through every other even tiny role in it, and every single one's amazing. Like Don Johnson comes in and crushes it. Like even
Jonah Hill.
what's his name? Jonah Hill. Like on their mask is hilarious. Like
Walton Goggins.
so
like there's a lot of people in this fucking movie. Quentin Tarantino. Great. Yeah. Probably the worst.
One dark spot.
Might be his worst. I think this is his worst.
Yeah, might. You're being very generous with might. Using the word might on that one.
I don't think they quite stick the landing in this movie. Myself personally, I don't love the last 20 minutes. Just
Me either.
That to me kind of knocks it down, like a little bit.
Yeah, the meat of the movie is definitely better than I think how it ends. I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
I will say once Waltz dies, the movie does
Loses a little. Yeah.
take a step back, which maybe speaks to him being better than we're making it sound he is.
Yeah, again, I don't think he's bad, but I've been surprised by that Klemmer. I've kind of had that take because I just think I think for as good as he is in this, I just think he's on another planet in Inglourious Bastards. So it's like I don't know.
It's an unfair comp.
Show your role,
yeah.
Yeah. All right, so here's our 10 from today. It's a fun mix. You got 2 repeats on this list in terms of directors. 30, Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. 29, Ocean's 11. 28, Old Boy. 27, Sinners. 26, Inception. 25, Whiplash. 24, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. 23, La La Land. 22, Lady Bird. 21, Django Unchained. Top 20 next week. Top 20 next week. We got
Which movie will Klemmer not have seen next week is the real question. That's the series I'm looking forward to.
I think he's seen everything that we have.
I was like, there will be blood. What is this? Is that
No,
good?
there's a
I
candidate.
saw it in the theater.
There's one candidate that he may not have seen. So I'm curious. We'll see. I still can't believe that. Because I actually think when you see it, you'll say retroactively this would have been.
Oh, definitely, Klemmer. You're gonna love them.
Really?
Yeah, they're great.
Yes.
Klemmer, you know I love
I'm
these.
not a big cartoon guy. Like I appreciate them a lot. Like, and I appreciate
That
animated
might hurt
movies.
it then. That might hurt it.
I don't think I have any animated movie in my top.
You have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle tattoo on your body, though. Like you don't.
I know
like-
because it's fun when I was a kid, but like I don't
Yeah.
and
I don't love them either.
Animated movies don't hit me the same way.
I don't love them
as
either, but I
live
love
action.
these. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everyone. This is universal acclaim on these, so I definitely should have watched it for sure.
This next 10 is a incredibly interesting mix of movies. So excited to talk about that. A little longer today. Hope people enjoyed it. I know CinemaCon it's kind of fun ripping through that. My big takeaway from CinemaCon was I was like, there's some movies on here I'm very fucking excited to see. There's some
I'm
crazy
very excited
ones,
to
but
see.
there's
I'm very
a couple
excited to see a movie next week. Is what I'm excited to see.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so next week is
Right up your alley.
we have a big one next week, a very big one, and that is the Michael Jackson movie. I don't know. I have no idea what to expect with it because the initial reactions were so wildly positive, but the people who saw it, I hate to sound like an asshole, but like some people, I was like, well, yeah, no shit, that person liked it. Like they're gonna just say whatever that they get invited to go see, they're gonna love. But people who saw it liked it, so I don't know. There was one review that I was like, this makes me think it's not gonna be good. It was like the recreation of Bad and Thriller were so great. I was like, oh, that sounds like fucking Bohemian Rhapsody.
I'm concerned. I am anxious to see what it's going to be. That's for sure.
Yeah, so we'll do that next week, and then I don't know what else we'll do next week.
Over Your Dead Body comes out, and
do
Mother
Apex.
Mary expands.
Oh, Mother Mary expands. That's probably
Over Your Dead Body looks really interesting.
Over Your Dead Body, which obviously we had in this episode, the interview with Jorma Taccone. We'll do that, or we'll do Mother Mary. Maybe we'll do that one. Yeah, but one of those. But Michael is.
I saw
That's
him.
the big one.
David
That
Lowery.
makes so much fucking money. It makes.
He was
so
at the
much
AMC.
money.
You saw Michael?
Michael
No,
Jackson.
David Lowery.
Oh.
David Lowery was hanging out in the AMC Lincoln Square lobby when I went for a very extended bathroom break during Lee Cronin's The Mummy, and I was like, "What if I just
The
hung
bathroom
out
break was
here
on the screen,
went
brother.
up and talk to him?"
Every person in the bathroom looks at each other like Lee Cronin's the mummy. Yeah.
I'm taking a big Lee Cronin's The Mummy right now.
And that'll wrap up movies for April, and then we kind of go right into another big one in May with Devil Wears Prada 2. So yeah, Michael, the Michael movie, the Michael movie next week. That is it for Kenjac, Kirk, Klemmer, Gooch, I'm Jeff D. Lowe. We will talk to you next time.